From unalive to live.
We should be live. We should be live. Let's let people filter in. 2 minutes early? Fuck both of you. Both people that always are mean to me about it. Let me see how we're sounding. Oh yeah, got the notification and everyone sounds good. Everyone start talking. I want to hear how people are sounding.
Yeah. Hi all. It's it's the crew over here. We're just
right,
hanging out.
Good. Okay, so this is gonna be here. I guess I'll look through some chats real quick. Hello everyone. Thank you for getting us to 700 subscribers for the fucking third time this week. I don't know if
for
you
the 700th time.
It's really been struggling. It's like my weight loss journey in reverse, where I'm like watching the number go to under 300 and then back above 300 and then under 300. It's been a rough one to get over this 700 hump, but I believe in us. Thank you everyone for being here. Where am I early? Yeah, I saw that you commented first, Rios, like yesterday.
Yep. Yeah, I'm getting my my leaderboard points in.
And he is number one at the moment. And were you were the one that, I just realized you were the one that got someone to subscribe to 700. Yep. Thank you, UK Glitchy. You're the fucking. Is your alt like some other country glitchy?
Anyway. Well, I guess I'll have to wait a minute from the respond, but
there's gonna be a delay.
I know. Scott with the $3 trying to bribe the judges instantly.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
All right, y'all.
We work totally unbiased. We will not allow any bribery to change our opinions one way or the other. So you can send as much money as you want, since it's not going to happen on the prize.
It'll have no bearing on the judgment.
The money goes to the proceeds of running next year's experts contest.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I feel like I have to pay Potato a little bit of money for basically doing all of the legwork behind the scenes for this.
Thank you very much.
Yes, shout out to Potato. So here's how this is gonna work, guys. And this is one of the reasons why I went from 3 mods to 6 in that 1 week was simply because I was I need more people to read these essays because there's a lot, and it was stressing me out. Luckily, a lot of them were shorter than I thought they were gonna be. I was expecting 20-page essays over here, but as I've said multiple times, and as you can read in the description, this contest has been a specter hanging over me for a year. I just, it's one of those things, and it's so funny because I've seen other YouTubers go down this same path that I used to watch, where it's like Tekking 101 used to do these video response things, where it was video response with your favorite Espada from Bleach, and then he blew up and he had 500 of them, and he's like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this now.
It would take me 3 years to go through the first batch.
Truly suffering from success, and I can't thank you guys enough for it, and I can't thank the community enough for it, the mod team enough for it. Found a group of really trustworthy, cool people to help me out with it. So everyone, we split it up, and I believe we got roughly 5 essays each, give or take some for some people. And no, don't be mad if anyone fails and you're mad about it. 1, you're going to have the opportunity to redo it, okay? Where we are a gracious bunch. But 2, I read my 5, Bauer read his 5. You know what I mean? We all did our own thing, you know what I mean? And the opinions were completely just on each other. We discussed what the criteria would be. My criteria was, you have to display an understanding of the girl that is beyond just an average reader. I have to feel the love. Generally okay grammar, unless English is your second language, because that's fair. And then one last thing to mention, because I've mentioned it here and there on the Discord, but never officially. The initial version of this contest was going to be 1 expert per girl, and then now we have 200 people in the Discord. So I was convinced by various members of the mod team to make it more of a bar to pass rather than a one winner thing. So now there can be as many experts per girl as God intends. You know what I mean? Yeah. Just basically if you,
as the love God allows.
Truly. $10. God, Christopher Meyer Bacon. Wow.
Bacon? That's awesome. That's a great name.
I love bacon.
My bacon has a first name. It's Christopher. My bacon has a second name. It's Meyer. Oh my God.
Oh, damn.
The money.
Okay.
Everyone's they're bribing us. God, oh my God. Thank you guys so much for all the streams I couldn't catch live. I'm glad you're here now. Thank you, UK Glitchy. First donation I've ever made on a live. Really appreciate you guys. It does mean a lot, seriously. Especially, you know, I don't know if you guys have been reading up on this, but electricity bills are going up in America because of stupid...
God, yes, I have experienced the exact same thing. Yeah, we're all Americans, right? So we all know what it's like. Electricity.
It's terrible,
Electricity
bro.
becoming a premium.
Our first month in this new house, our electricity bill is $20, and then this recent one was $90. And we were like, what the fuck? And then I was like, because, you know, you're so used to reading articles where it's like, this bill being passed is going to, like, triple your electricity bill. And you're like, yeah, I'll believe it when I see it. And then you're like, oh, it actually affected me.
I see it.
Now I see it. Now I feel it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, you know, running these streams costs more money now. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, my God. But all that to say, there can be multiple winners for the experts. The way that I'm looking at this is kind of like go back to school, right? Like when you submit an essay in school, you got to hit that 70% C-, right? You pass that bar, you pass. So if you pass,
I may be a little more strict, but yeah, we all have, we're all within that range of
real luck of the draw shit on what judge you
got, yeah. It's like in college, you're like this class I'm getting a real tough teacher, but and the other like your friend gets like the soft touch teacher. Like, God damn it.
Damn it, I got the fucking mean teacher. Yeah. Shout outs to Mr. Friend. I've told that story before. Had a teacher named Mr. Friend, ironically, piece of shit. You know,
not a friend.
God works in funny ways.
Nominative non-determinism, as they say.
He grew up with that name, and he was like, I will not be a friend. So anyway, you know, I'm going to put out a couple more things here, just rules here. If you don't pass, do not be a fucking baby about it, okay? Like seriously, because we are super supportive here. We're very, very supportive of you taking it, doing a second draft, shooting it back towards us, and then maybe you'll pass. You know what I mean? But we can't, you know what I mean? We had to walk that tightrope of like not passing literally everyone because, you know, it's a syndrome. If everyone passes, no one passes, you know. Yeah, so we will discuss with the people who don't pass, and you are more than welcome to submit another run of it and try again. So yeah, who wants to start with their essays? And then I assume, are we going to be screen sharing so you can kind of go, do you want to like show stuff? Is that kind of the idea?
I guess it depends. Like, for example, I don't really have, I guess
I could just go to their essay while you're talking about it, right?
Oh, yes, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's probably easier than all of us trying to share screen and like hop in and do whatever.
All right, let's take a look at some chats.
Gonna get messy.
Real quick, we'll take a look at some chats here, and then we can get into someone. Inflation be damned. Allie in the chat confirming the electricity bill drama, indeed.
Yeah.
And raising it as she's in the chat.
Allie, the signal that it took for me to read those words on my screen increased it at least 2 cents. Freaking work. Shout outs to Richmond for listening from work. Thank you. We're helping pay the bills. You're welcome. No, it really does mean a lot, man. Seriously. It's just so cool that like, because I'll probably never be able to make this into a career, but just the fact that like it's like a, I don't know, 5 hour a week part-time job is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, basically.
Keep putting in that work, boys. Yep. We definitely call this work. It's kind of work, you know. Yeah, it's a little bit, but like in a good way.
Fun work.
It is. Red, can you check the meme channel in Discord? Already getting off topic. Maybe later. Let's see. Now my grammar is going to be questionable. No. So Scott, we actually discussed anyone who's like English is probably their second language. We're not going to be that. We're not assholes, you know. UK Glitchy, 6+ hour stream today. No. Genuinely,
before.
I really do think that if we just focus up, give our fucking, criticism / critiques, we can get in and out 4 hours. That's my goal, okay? So we shall see. So yeah, only 5 hours. We shall see. Suggestion, if you're doing another tier list ranking / etc, do girlfriends in reverse.
Yeah, I saw that. Not bad idea, because like he says, we do tend to lose steam towards the end, or like we need to finish up now, so we're gonna start speeding up again.
Good point. That's a good idea. Oh my god. What is that?
Okay. SEK
Does anyone want to
USD.
It's like an equivalent of $10 because it's yellow.
Yeah.
What is SD? I've never even heard of that.
$100.
It's about 11 cents. It's Swedish krona. So.
Oh, shout outs to Bronze Knight 28715 doxing themselves. Do I gotta click it to see the rest, or no, that's just the whole message. Okay, yeah. Well, thank you. Seriously, guys,
thank you.
Your kindness knows no bounds. I really do appreciate it. It's amazing. Is the minstrel speech gonna be there, guys? I think
minstrel?
so. Yeah, someone has him.
Oh yeah, Luke has him.
I think it was Luke.
Yeah, so Luke's gonna pop in towards the last hour of this and give his thoughts on his essays. Seriously, who the hell are these guys? People just popping in from the woodwork giving me money, you know? I appreciate it. We love doxing. Okay. All right, who wants to start with theirs?
Mm-hmm.
Anyone?
I can go ahead and start.
Oh,
I don't
okay,
shit. All right, let me get to the actual shit here.
Maybe I should send you a link for it.
Oh
you
no,
don't have
it's
to,
pinned. It's pinned.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, thank you though. All right, Bow, what are you talking about first?
I'm just gonna go down my list in order. Actually, I think I'll alternate between Rios and others because I got a bunch of Rios ones.
Nobody look at the screen. There's spoilers. All right, there we go. I'm on Bawa. All right, where are we starting?
All right. We're gonna start with Rios's essay on Rin.
Damn, you got three. You got all three Rioses?
Yeah,
I
maybe
did.
just spread it out a little more, but
I did, and all three failed. No, okay.
Dang.
So, yeah, we got Rios's essay on Rin, which I very much enjoyed.
Oh yeah.
It's in the middle, I think.
Yep,
I
see it.
Pop it open.
It is open. You want me to open the essay or just keep it on your thoughts?
Both are fine.
All right.
I was gonna say all my thoughts are there, but I can just read them off. I really like the first section because it's basically just one big gush from Rios, and that's always fun to read.
yeah. I mean, I was copying Yo Rentaro and trying to live up to his sad
It was Rios's Rentaro speech.
Yeah.
Everything he loves. And I thought that was great. There's not much to critique there, to be honest, because it's just the big gush, which is always great to see. And like I said, there's not much to say other than hell yeah, brother, I love Rin too. And I wanted to put a little note in here. Don't diss me, Rios. I know about Blockbuster, all right?
Oh yeah. Okay, I was assuming the
comment on
audience
it in
there.
the
I was assuming there's some youngins for the audience. I was on Reddit, so yeah.
Bawa has an old spirit. Like when I was talking to Bawa, I was convinced he was like 30 like us, and he's like, yeah, I'm 22. And I'm like, ah!
Oh, damn. Yeah, you're younger than my brother, my younger
and
brother.
yet more mature than most people I know. So good for you, Bawa.
Thank you. And then the next section of the Rin essay is basically the Rios origin story, which I found very fun to read.
Oh yeah.
But he basically gives this whole background to say how he relates to Rin and why Rin means so much to him personally, and goes through some examples and other stuff. And I just thought it was very well written, very well worded, very good. I gave it a pass.
Thank you.
Boom.
Yeah, this is definitely a good example of the like sympathetic parallelism essay where you're not really like doing like a YouTube video essay you're analyzing here. You're more just like, explaining how you relate to them on a very deep personal level, and that's kind of like your claim to expertise.
Yeah, I found that fun to read because my writing style is very much more of the YouTube video essay style rather than the big gush, which is great. I loved it.
Shoutouts to Ben.
Love gushing.
Ben Tim 10 in the chat. I'm so nervous. It's like I'm waiting for the teachers to grade my paper.
Yeah, it really is.
Oh, Richmond called me a boomer in the chat.
Damn.
That's insane. I'm sorry. Aren't you like
Young
literally
boomer.
older than him? Wait, how old are you, Richmond? I thought he was like comparable.
Richmond's like a year or two younger than me, I think, or maybe Richmond's my age. I don't remember.
Yeah. Well, the mental ages couldn't be further apart.
Damn.
Oh, whoa, all right.
Come on, Richmond. Richmond fucking ribs everybody. I can rib him. That's true friendship.
Yep. Red views me as like a boomer, like 65, and to him, Richmond is like 12.
That's why Richmond is my son, and Bawa is like my boyfriend/dad, depending on the day.
Daddy. Yeah, he's my dad / daddy.
Whoa.
Okay, are we moving on to another Rios essay?
Oh, sure, we could do them all.
Starting out with the best, not to toot my own horn.
Okay, how about his Hasua? I don't think I got a chance to
Yeah,
read
we'll just
this
go
one.
down the list. This one's on Discord, so you might have to pull that up.
I'll click it. Will it let me?
But yeah, um, this one was actually the rare analysis from Rios, which well, not rare, but more
Typed
so
out analysis?
analytic
Yeah.
angle. Yeah.
Mhm.
He dives into Watsonian and Doylist analysis, which I actually didn't know the difference of before jumping into it, which is very cool to read. And it paints more of Rios's mindset before he goes into the stuff about Hasuha, which I thought is good insight. It's good to know. I learned more about Rios than I did about the girls reading these, to be honest, which is fun.
Yeah, 'cause- yeah. That's why I was a little when you guys put those up as essays for Extra like I mean I don't feel like those are for the essay, but I appreciate getting that my writing like gushed over like this. So, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. Then it gets into the actual stuff about Hasuha and more of the second half.
Yeah.
Mostly about like tropes and archetypes that Nakamura pulled from to create Hasuha as a character, and then how they come together and stuff by the end. And yeah, I think it just shows a good, intricate understanding of Hasuha from Rios's viewpoint, which is that of like a fellow creative rather than less of like a fan, just a generic
Mhm.
person reading, and more of like I understand the artistic work that went into making her as a character.
I mean, that is definitely the main way I like consume stories. Like I consume them more as like I'm like we're on the same level. Like, you, me, artist, writer. We're both we're peers basically.
Yeah. So yeah, I thought it was good. Thought it was great. Very well worded. Give it a pass.
Ba-bing,
Alright,
ba-boom.
Bing ba boom.
And then of course the Eru. So the Eru one is just directly from what you wrote for our
Yeah.
live stream, right?
Yeah. I mean
that's
that
what I was
one.
gonna- Go ahead.
I mean, yeah, that one's not really. That one's even less, like the least. Well,
It's hard to be an expert of someone who had existed for one chapter
Yeah,
at that point. Right?
yeah, I would definitely
Yeah.
write. 'Cause now I could, having seen more of a character, I could actually put something down. It's a little more of a analysis, but this is fine as it is right now. But yeah,
Yeah, that's literally what you just said, Red. I didn't exactly know how to grade it, rank it, whatever, because it was
yeah,
just,
I'd be fine with this one getting the fail. Just because
Yeah,
it's
well,
not like
You certainly
Basically, I was
can't.
gonna go-
You can't say he doesn't have the passion, right? The passion is there.
That's true. The
Mhm.
passion
Yeah,
is
yeah.
there. I was gonna leave it up to you guys in the end, but I gave my thoughts. It's basically more of a collection of notes,
Yeah.
thoughts, and arguments for Eru based on that first chapter we got. So it's hard to kind of delve deep into a character that you only have one chapter for, and especially that first chapter because, oh boy.
You know what? What's interesting is Rios is at the end of the day, like Rios's is more like what's the word? Like not performative. It's
performance.
Not as, yeah, it's not as meaningful.
Personal, more personal.
Yes. Well, what I mean, in the
wait,
sense,
depends on what we're talking about. Like the Airy one, that was performance for the stream,
No,
so it wasn't really
yeah.
made as like a
What I'm
announcement.
saying
It's
is
basically just
the-
my script for
right.
for that
The
stream.
reward is being able to get on stream with us, and Rios,
Mhm.
that's not really a reward Rios needs. That's
Oh,
what
yeah.
I'm saying. Right. So
We're
like,
kicking him out.
yeah. So what I'm
Damn.
saying, no, what I'm saying
Send
is
him
like,
to the Shadow Realm.
it doesn't matter as much if Rios on paper
Oh,
is
yeah.
an Eru expert or not. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's
Yeah, I'll
about
fall on
it.
the sword of being the first fail. The jobber basically.
Not enough information. Tried to write an essay on like a fucking element
Yeah.
we discovered yesterday. Oh my god.
Yeah.
All right, you want to
But
go
yeah,
to
that's about it.
one of your other ones?
Yeah, I can do the rest of mine.
Okay.
We've got Hahari by Zinj. This one's at the top of the document.
All right.
And I went through this one. I said, Zinj. Well, first of all, I'm pretty sure Zinj's second language is English, so there's some grammar stuff that I critiqued. But aside from that, he displays a very good understanding of Hahari as a character, and brought up a lot of aspects of her that usually don't get talked about. More so the stuff about her, like being a mother and how that affected her mentally, like so young, and those aspects that we kind of gloss over because she's the haha funny lady in chapters. But the presentation and the layout of the essay was very good, which I noted because I liked the structure of it. And it's sectioned into like her backstory, her personality, her relationships, stuff like that. And it just goes over a lot of good points. and my one big critique for it is that the background section at the top is just some bullet points. It feels like it was kind of not written out like the rest of the essay, which kind of feels disconnected. But aside from that and some grammar stuff that could use some touching up, I thought it was really good. I think he shows a good understanding of Hahari and gave good detailed explanations as to why. Cited examples, stuff like that.
Fuck yeah. By the way, I was going to have Allie do her presentation on this stream, but I figured that'd be too much. There's already so much going on, so that'll be a separate stream. Some other stream, I'm gonna have her open up with that, because she has like a whole fucking like 20 slide PowerPoint about like the like sexual and generational trauma from Hahari and Hakari. It's like, I'm very excited for you guys to see it.
Ooh,
I mean,
that
that
sounds fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a pass. That's a pass, Zinj. And
pass,
I assume
Zinj.
Potato, the goat, is keeping track of who needs to get the what roles and stuff on the Discord.
I'm sure Potato has like a whole automatic document that sorts
Yeah.
it as we're talking.
I'll basically, if everyone is okay with this, I'll basically just give whatever money we get from this stream to Potato, because I've been telling him I gotta pay him
Yeah.
anyway. So like, Potato, this is your stream, buddy. You get the revenue.
I gotta donate now. I gotta donate to Potato.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, let me throw my.
We've got like the little church basket going around, like, please for Potato.
You guys have no idea. He set up like every single fucking like Google Doc thing. He kept it all organized. I mean, like he couldn't have made it easier for my like procrastinating like ass to like fucking like, you know, he was over there corralling me like, come on, Red, go read your essays now.
Yeah, well that's Zinj and Hahari. And then I got one last one, which is Chio by Atlas. Which I was surprised to see Chio, but it was good. It was very good. I thought it was great. There's some minor critiques I could make to grammar and stuff, but overall very good. And again, it's structured and presented very well. I like just the order of things that people have done for these essays.
I love it when they put the pictures in.
Yeah, the cute little pictures.
Oh my
I don't
goodness.
think I made note of it, but yeah.
You
shows a good
should dote on
understanding
her
of Chio.
now.
I like that part. So aside from Chio, which he delves into and shows a good understanding of, he also goes a lot into Hiro and Chio's relationship with him, like father-daughter, and I think that was very nice to read about, because I don't think a lot of people pay attention to Hiro. I think he kind of fades into the background, even though I think he's a great character along with
Especially
Chio.
this recent chapter with him, I gained even more of an
Yeah.
appreciation. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it just delves into their dynamic and how that affects other characters and other dynamics, and I think that was really interesting to read. And then, you know, he's got some good examples he throws in there. Lots of good comedy, the cute pictures, the funny thing at the end, dote on her now. So yeah, that's about it.
That's
I would give
that's
it
a
pass.
all
It's
pass except for Rios's Eru one. then?
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
Wow. That's gonna go on your permanent record, Rios.
Damn.
All right.
He's got to like appeal to expunge it.
Yes.
I'm gonna read a couple chats here. God bless you all for chatting through all that.
Yeah,
Even
Richard
with
knows I
slow,
didn't see that read my essays snore thing. I saw that.
even
I know, I just went on the Yap Fest.
even with fucking slow mode, bro, it's people are fucking blasting through. By the way, the speed at which Baba went through is giving me hope for getting this stream done in 4 hours. I think we can do
Efficiency
it.
on the Nano motto. Efficiency.
Nano would fucking hate our streams. I didn't even think about that until just now. Like, are you fucking kidding
Put
me?
him on 4 times speed.
Where's the part where they
Can
talk
you even
about?
do 4 times?
No.
Oh my god, she'll find a way. She'll hack
She'll
it.
code it herself.
I
Yeah.
think YouTube Premium has like a 3 times mode. I
That's
think that's the max
disgusting.
it is.
Crazy. That's crazy to have that behind a paywall.
Paywall, yeah. What do you need that for?
Fucking, there are people who get like addicted. Like they just keep like raising the speed because I don't know, somewhere in their brain they're like, I'm being really efficient right now. It's not good. Okay, let me read through some chats. Species is the first horror movie that showed me that horrors could be interesting, not only scary. Baja Epic. Man, I gotta watch this fucking movie now.
I mean, yeah, it's a little influential. Like apparently, the depiction of the alien in that movie sort of inspired the modern depiction of Chupacabra, because some Latino lady, after watching it, basically like got spooked by like a mangy coyote and kind of mixed the ideas up in her head of the
interesting.
monster movie. And that became apparently a lot of the modern depictions of chupacabra. But yeah,
That's interesting. It always surprises me how like a lot of things that I don't know, like things that you feel like are just have just been around forever are like kind of newish. Like it blew my mind. Did you guys know that like it wasn't common knowledge that like the dinosaurs got taken out by an asteroid until the 1980s? That's when we discovered
maybe,
that.
yeah,
That's
because
fucking-
it was a thing that people were like, okay, why did they go
Yeah.
extinct? Like, it was a meteor, was it like volcanoes? Then eventually we stumbled upon the
big
crater.
fuck ass crater.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, yeah, it's probably smoking
Yeah,
guns.
this seems wow, what the fuck happened here?
Yeah.
Let's see. Damn, I may be the youngest here. Shout outs to Kirby guy. You were Bernard Rav, who also is like, you're all boomers to me.
Yeah.
I'm just looking through. Damn, Kirby is a baby. Oh, that was me. I said that. Let's see.
Red really does view people as babies and boomers. That's funny.
The two options.
Yeah.
Okay, I am the. No matter what age I am the baseline. Okay, and you're either below me or above me. I had a moment where I got a cavity filled a couple days ago, and for the first time in my life, I was looking up at the dentist, and I was like, this person may be comparable to my age, and that makes me uncomfortable. There's no way, because you always view them as like older, doctors have always been like
it's gonna
these
be real
older
weird when we're going to the dentist and like this person is like 10 years younger than me.
Yup, it's gonna happen.
Who let
bro.
who put this baby in a dentist outfit? Like,
Motherfucker got their Chat GPT medical license over here.
oh no, like ChatGPT, what do I do now? The patient is they're flatlining.
He's seizing up. Richmond, I
Hang
made
on,
my...
it's generating.
Damn.
Dude, okay, I'm sorry. This is gonna be how we get this stream up to 4 hours.
Yeah.
Do you guys watch
Answer.
do you guys watch South Park at all? I didn't used to
Yeah.
watch it a lot, but like
Yeah.
I've been watching this recent season because they like made a point to like shit on Trump at every opportunity, and I enjoy that. And there was a recent episode where have you guys seen like the most recent episode where it's like maybe it's the not most recent, but the one before that, where Randy is like his farm is failing because ICE took all of his workers.
Oh, damn. No, I haven't. Yeah.
Oh yeah, well he's using like Chat GPT to try to get his business back up and running, and there's a part where he breaks back into an ICE detention facility to steal his workers back, and like,
All right.
and he just uses Chat GPT to like get through everything. So like he's like he goes up to the security gate and he's like, hey, we represent this company, you gotta let us in, and he's like, no, and then he's like, God, Chat GPT, can you explain to this guard why we're allowed to come in? And then she just does, and then he's like, okay. And then he goes up to like a generator that's like, keeping like the gate closed, and he's like, ChatGPT, I got a generator I gotta turn off. And she's like, great, send me a picture of it and we can walk you through step by step. And then it just hard cuts to the power cutting. I love it. It was very
If only
funny.
it were that useful.
Yeah, and then he basically reverse ICE raids and ICE detainment facilities, so it like cuts to him driving away with the guys he stole back, and he's like, how does it feel, motherfuckers?
Oh no.
Very funny. I've been sleeping on South Park my whole life, man. I was never super into it. I respect it, man. It goes places.
Yeah, I did have a phase, me and my brother, when we were into it during like 2013, 14. So when we were realistically way too young to be watching it, but
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people our age were watching it during that time. But yeah,
It's really
Enjoy
got a good use, especially nowadays, as kind of like the canary in the coal mine for free speech. You know what I mean? Like it pushes further than anything else does in an era where Trump is trying to like turn everything off that makes him mad. You know what I mean?
and they're able to do it in a way that isn't just the clap because humor is legal now. Like we can say slurs now, so that means everything's fine now. They're able to do it. They're able to be what's the word? Like,
There's
very
a point being
insensitive.
made, right? And they're
Yeah, like,
often
they're the people who are actually like, I'm not racist, I just hate everyone. Like, they're able to actually, because 99% of the time when someone says that shit, they're just racist. But South Park is able to actually be the one who's criticizing everyone more or less
truly.
equally.
They've had issues in the past, but it does seem like they're working a little bit more on punching up these days, which I
Yeah.
respect. Okay, moving on. I don't know if I read this one or if I got distracted by South Park, but Richmond says I made my essay at 1 a.m. in a cave with a box of scraps, so I'm excited to see it.
Damn.
Hikari
Iron
and
Man origin story.
Yeah.
Hikari and
The Richmond
Hahari,
origin story.
is that gonna be Hikari and Hahari? Is that going to be able to make it alley slide? No offense, I don't know what that means. I don't know what you mean by that. As a reminder, multiple people can be winners.
It's more of a council with.
Yes, yeah, which makes sense because like on those streams, it's going to be kind of emulating like a Fox Business panel about stocks, and then now we're throwing it off to our panel of Sue experts, and then you get to have like 6 people fucking like arguing back and forth about Sue, like which is like perfect for a Fox Business panel.
You're gonna have a Jubilee sob story. It's like one Sue hater versus.
Wait,
7
that's such
Sue
a good
experts.
idea. That's such a good idea. Can we please do Jubilee 100 Girlfriends videos?
I mean, we have enough people, yeah.
We threw one Sue defender in a room of 100 rabid Sue haters.
Okay, well, no, it's gonna be the other way around. I don't think there's enough Sue haters.
Bro, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's why I said
I feel
one
like half
Sue
our
hater.
Discord, probably.
Yeah.
Man, we could have done that when Eru first showed up. I think it was about like a 60-40 split between the haters and the lovers. Good thing your dentist wasn't self-taught through TikTok. Yes, thank you, Junzi. I am also grateful for that.
Gen Z. Anyway.
All right. Okay, and we've gone through the chat. Who wants to go next, y'all? I can if you want, or other people can. Who are we feeling?
Yeah, well, yeah. Why not? Why don't you go first? Yeah.
All right.
Or you go second.
And
First
one
in my
thing to
heart.
note, I will say about the slow chat, I've noticed is that if you are a mod, you are actually immune from the slow chat.
Yeah, I figure.
Oh, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Again, when you start YouTube and you have like 2 viewers, you're just like, yeah, I'm modding everybody. And now I'm kind of like, maybe I should rethink this. Yeah, so just don't abuse it, y'all. Don't spam. I don't think most of the people I do spam too hard, but yeah, I see what you mean. So just try to keep it like just enough chats where I have something to read, but I'm not overwhelmed by a mountain. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, keep it enough that it's not dead, but it's not like
exactly.
too alive. You know.
I have a lot of what's the word? I'm a very needy streamer. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Tama by Smash. I don't know who this is. I hope everyone knows who the fuck these people are in the Discord.
Yeah, I got a Smash essay as well. I almost called it a video essay. A Smash girlfriend essay.
So I really enjoyed this Tama one. Genuinely, like, and again, I'm not being biased here. You know, if they were talking about a character that I disagreed with the points, as long as I see the love, I will still pass them. But this person like literally just like completely agrees with me on Tama. It's like everything I've been saying about Tama. They talk about their mental illness, the importance of that in her characterization. Something that they pointed out that I hadn't even considered before is that despite having like the largest breasts in the group, damn near, she's very rarely sexualized. Now, obviously, bad time to point that out, given the booba squeeze recently. But I mean, it is true. I mean, like, they talk about how the big boobs also may have been a choice to allow her to loaf properly. Which I think is very cute. Let me get the pictures that they had of her loafing. Oh, there was a lot of good like visuals on this one as well. Oh, it is loading. Oh, here we go. Come on.
She is in the YouTube chat, so.
Oh, what's up? Oh, hold on.
Ooh,
What's
hey,
up,
hey,
Smash?
Smash.
Hello, Smash.
Yo.
I loved your Tama thing. My brain is so goo today. Jesus. But yeah, I love the way it's set up. I love all the images. I think it's really professionally written. There's not a lot of like grammar mistakes at all. It was a breeze to read, just like a pleasure. Let me find the loafing. Yeah, dude, the loaf compilation was amazing. I got it up on stream right now. I forgot about all the time she loafs, and her like boobs are just like covering her hands because they're sagging so much. It's beautiful. So yeah, she has like what's it called? Utilitarian breasts. They're not there to be sexualized. They're there for loafing. Let's see here. They talk about in this essay about how her backstory is like probably the most hard-hitting in the series, and I still agree with that, by the way. I challenge you to come up with one that is higher.
Yeah, it was very cinematic.
Oh yeah, I mean, it felt very like out of character for this manga. Let's see here. They say that I like this point too. They make the point that Nakamura made such a silly character work by grounding them with the most serious backstory, which again, I do think that like that was intentional from Nakamura, right? It's like he comes in, he's like, I want a cat girl. How do I make this work in the realm of reality? Really grounding her, with like the most serious. That's such a good choice. Also points out, and I agree with this, that most of her development happens in the first couple chapters, but then goes through in great detail in the essay on like every chapter where anything has happened, basically. So it's like super detailed. Here, I'll scroll down and show that real quick. Okay, sorry, hold on. Yeah, so she goes through. I shouldn't say she. I don't know who Smash is. They go through. Where is it? Towards the end here. All the little chapters where things have happened with them. Hold on, I'm getting through all the job stuff. Oh, they go through the volume extras. Oh, yep, they go through their relationship with Mei Mei and how they're like super like their love language is very like touch oriented. It's very detailed. I think it's like 17 pages. This one was the longest one I read, I think. Yep, their love language. There's a whole section on their love language. There's pictures for everything. I mean, like this probably took, I would imagine, a few days to put together. And yeah,
I can definitely see the love put into it. Yeah,
absolutely. So at the end of the day, I mean, I just agree with basically everything said here. I think it was done in a really professional manner. I loved all the pictures, and to me, a big part of any like good essay is one that helps me kind of see the character in a different light, or like points out something that I had never thought of with the character before. And for Tama, I had never even, I mean, it seems like obvious, but I had never considered that despite the fact that she's got these huge boobs, it's not often made a point about. It's not really, like, she's not super sexualized. And I like that. To me, that's like such a cool Nakamura move to like give a character huge boobs, but like stay true to the character. Because like Tama is not one to like want to flaunt those. That's not like her thing. In fact, we learned recently that she doesn't like having those big boobs, right? So it's got everything it needs. It's well organized. It's the spelling and grammar is really good. There's a lot of like visuals, very easy to read, and helped me kind of learn something that I hadn't even considered about her character before. So easy pass for Smash. Smash or pass, both.
Yes.
Okay.
Smash and pass.
Indeed. Wait.
That sounds a little bit like pump and dump. But
I'm gonna smash so quick that it might as well have been a pass because I'm not even gonna remember it. Okay. So let's see here. Okay, this Sue essay was also fucking amazing. How are we pronouncing this person's name? Is it Kilty Sterling? I recognize the name. I know I've seen them before.
wait, let me. Yeah, Clitier Sterling.
Oh. Master
Yeah,
of all things clit.
I'm named that way for a reason.
So once again, a big theme of the ones that I was given. I don't know if this was intentional or if Potato just like dulled them out randomly, but I got a lot of ones that went into the love languages, which I really do love. This person almost instantly passed because I'm gonna show you right now. I'm gonna get this up on the fucking stream. They made charts, bro. Charts. They got love language charts, and they're fucking amazing. Look at these things. They look like fucking like fighting game like stats. Like I want to edit these things coming up with like that like shing shing shing, you know, like in Death Battle where they fucking bring up the stat chart.
Oh my god, that's beautiful.
Aren't they good? So Rentero's is like everything. Sue's is like
Yep.
So their big argument with this, and they do them for the rest of them too. There's a chart for Akko, which is going to be popping up on the stream soon.
I'm going to look at this as just to see the charts.
These are, yeah, dude. Rios is a chart sexual.
Yes.
So I'm good. I thought I heard Potato say something. I thought.
And then he feels that as well.
Oh, chart sexual Potato. That checks out. So what I like about this is like this isn't even just a Sue specific essay. This is like. It like tackles a certain idea, and it's called Sue and the Quality of Time, and they're discussing that Sue's love language is and can only be time spent together. What is the actual term for that again?
Like quality time, right?
Yeah, quality. That makes sense. And they again, I had never thought about this before. It's something that's so obvious and intuitive, but like I just never put it into words. Because up until Rentaro in her life, Sue's only thing was loving inanimate objects. Inanimate objects can't give or receive gifts. Inanimate objects can't cook for you or touch you. You know what I mean? The only thing that her love language could be is spending time with them. And we see this with her sitting in the gym with hanging out with the fucking weird number podium and, you know, wanting them in her room constantly and wanting them on her person. And so like, I just never considered that. And they talk about like how, let me get to my notes with this real quick. Okay, I absolutely love the love language analysis, extra points for the charts. It's a nice extra step beyond just describing the girl, which is something that I because I skimmed through a couple that weren't mine, and I also had one that was probably the weakest of the ones that I looked at. Again, all love, just, you know, grading honestly. And like the one weakness that I saw with a couple of these was that they would just kind of like describe what happened in the manga or describe the girl.
Summary, like the classic video essay criticism where it's like it does 80% summary and then like 10%
their
like
thoughts.
And the other 10% is like an ad for their some product they're selling.
Now Dollar Shave Club. Anyway,
Sponsored by Raid Shadow.
Yeah, sponsored by like Ground News, you know, with all the we're just pulling up all the sponsorships now. Please sponsor us.
Yeah, one day. But what's so cool about this though is it really dives more than I think any of these that I've read. It dives into the subtext super hard, right? I mean, this is what makes a good essay, is like diving into subtext, telling me something I can't glean just from reading the canon, right? So let's see. They also mentioned the chapter 215, which is a chapter where because this is something else about this essay is that it might as well be a fucking Rentaro essay as well, because like they go really deep into Rentaro's love language, and like there's a part in 215 which I believe is the daily life with Morikita, where they just have a very normal like, okay, we spent time together, goodbye, and then Rentaro's like, wait, this feels like a failure, no hugging, no kissing, no hand holding, I gotta do something. Do you guys remember that chapter?
You are correct.
Yeah, so in that what they talk about in this essay is like they posit that Rentaro is very concerned about like, if I don't do enough for the girls, that's a failure, and that indicates his love languages. One very strong one is like gift giving and holding and stuff, which is very kind of. I think they also mentioned too that like Rentaro doesn't consider his time to them as valuable as it is because he's so down on himself. So you know he isn't thinking in his head just being with them is enough. He's thinking he's got to give them something. He's thinking he's got to do something for them, right?
It does make sense given that he was rejected 100 fucking times. Like, I'm sure the emotional scars there are like what we see of the character is the result of those emotional scars. Yeah.
That's also mentioned in this essay too. They literally say like, I would also be this down on myself if that happened to me. And they also, another example they give is a moment where, here I can actually bring it up. He's at a claw machine, I believe, trying to get some kind of plushie for Kurumi. Let me double check. I don't have like an encyclopedic memory of this series like a lot of people do. Yeah, here we go. So at this claw machine, he's desperately trying to get something, and like you can see by his dialogue, the way he's shaky and sweaty, and Sterling says this is the face of someone who definitely considers a date where he doesn't get something for Kurumi a failure, right? So like he is, I loved that. Like, I mean, I really didn't think about that up until now, is that like Rentaro's love language is like everything but quality time, because obviously he loves quality time from his girls to him, but he doesn't consider his quality time valuable to them. That's why he's like such a service guy, right? And he talks about how these are so like opposite with Sue, because Sue's all about the quality time, and that's kind of why there was a bit more of like a I don't know, it was a bit more of a rocky introduction to the family, I think. Let's see. I put, this is my favorite essay I've read so far. It's damn near an entry for a Rentaro expert as well. And honestly, for this one, I want to give double points or a double reward here. I think, I don't even know if we did a Rentaro expert, but if not, I would like to nominate Sterling for both Sue expert and Rentaro expert.
Ooh. I'm down.
Yeah, I can see it, yeah.
Because if you guys get a chance to read this one, I'm telling you, it's like damn near, they talk just as much about Rentaro as they do Sue.
I mean, I'm definitely Because you said they also had those charts for the other girlfriends as well, right?
Not all of them. They had charts for Sue, Rentaro,
Okay,
and I
yes.
think they gave Akko as an example as well. Yeah, Akko.
I guess
Here's
I'll
the
have to
Akko
do
chart.
the other ones myself.
Oh, Nano also has one. So,
Oh, yep.
Say less.
so yeah, definitely. You congratulations, you get Rentaro Expert as well. Let's read some chats real quick. Okay. If anyone sees any chats that you find interesting, please do. Oh, apparently Allie accidentally deleted a comment by pulling her phone out of her pocket. She's at the laundromat right now. I'll forgive it, Allie. I'll forgive it. Does anyone have any comments they want to point out?
Yeah, I like Baja Epic's remark that, like, they know Tama is quite spiritual.
Spherical?
I mean, I guess her boobs are very spherical, but it's spiritual. And he mentions that he makes reference like it's like God's jokes or something at least twice. I mean, I've heard people mention that before, and yeah, I can see it. She does have that kind of like casual, everyday spirituality kind of vibe for her. Yeah.
That's interesting, yeah. Yeah, especially considering she was like super convinced she was going to be like reborn when she killed herself, right? Yeah. I need every single member on this stream to be holding a blunt between their lips. Yeah, that might help actually.
Maybe.
If this was last night, that might have been accurate. I can't confirm or deny for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I do live in Minnesota, and we just got recreational marijuana passed all over the place. I mean,
As
one of
Akko would say-
these streams, I might be my eyes might be a little more red than usual.
As Akko would say, grats.
Yeah.
Charts, my beloved. We got another chart sexual in chat, UK Glitchy. I love charts. We got a fourth chart sexual has hit the stream, Kurt Sterling. And that's the one who did the dude, seriously? Fucking fire essay.
Yeah,
very
just
excited
what I've seen of it, yeah.
Oh yeah, very excited to have you guys on a future stream to talk about your certain subject matters. God, I'm learning so much today, y'all. I'm scared. Wait, did the channel just hit 700? Yes, for the 5th time. All right.
Let's see how long it lasts.
Yeah, no one unsubscribe.
Our stocks are up and down.
Woo! Yeah, you know what? It's a turbulent market. Can't blame 'em.
And to reiterate for those in the YouTube chat, if you are feeling inspired about these essays and you want to submit your own, we're going to be opening this up in the future afterwards, so you can go ahead and submit there.
Yep, there will always be time for more experts to be added to the roster, for sure. And again, that was like something that Potato and the rest of them convinced me of, because otherwise, yeah, I'd be really sad if it just all the spots filled up and it was like, sucks to suck. Should have been a day one fan.
Highlander type shit. Yeah,
Should have had diamond hands, a term that Rios taught me last week.
Yep.
You know what's funny? You know how you like learn a term and then like you start hearing it everywhere because you now know what it means?
Yep.
I was watching some political stream after our stock stream, Rios, and someone said something about diamond hands for like a certain political movement, like they'd been there from the beginning, and I was like, I know what that means now.
Yeah, the Steve Rogers. I recognize that meme now. So I recognize the reference.
Excellent. All right. So, Sue by Kirby Guy. Here we are. I mean, this is legendary, right? This is a guy, this is an OG motherfucker. In fact, he's also got a Momoji essay on here, and that Momoji
That was a meme essay that I did. But yeah,
that Momoji essay that he has is the first message on the Momoji channel in our Discord. Like the
Really?
second, yes. Yeah, you know what? I'll start
Mr.
with that.
Diamond Hands himself.
Yeah, I'm gonna start with
more
that.
like
one.
what's more than diamond?
Adamantium hands.
Yeah, yep.
Can rip Captain America's shield open with that fucking devotion. So here let's take a look at the Momoji essay. This one's the shorter one of his two. I'm just gonna show you how it is literally the first fucking message in the Momoji chat here. And what's fun is, so when I opened up this Discord early February 2025, I went through a bunch of the girls and I just like dropped random things. Like in the Sue chat, I put the ha 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 one, and I put a bunch of different random things, but I must have not put anything in Momoji, so he sniped that shit up. So yeah, I mean, basically what I got from this, and of his two essays, this is the weaker one, but they're both still really good. I mean, we're talking about like 10 out of 10 and 8.5 out of 10 shit over here. So this essay, it's pretty short, but the main thing that I got out of it was basically Momoji is an empath, unironically. And because he talks about how Here, let me see here. He talks about how like he brings up a bunch of moments where Momoji like notices things about people without them even saying it, right? Like he brings up moments where like they'll notice like, oh, you're hungry, or oh, like it can tell you're in pain. You know, she'll just like hand, I think there was a moment where she like handed Kurumi like what was it, like a water bottle or food or something. Let me see. Kurumi snapped at her after she was groping a bun she bought herself. Momoji did in this situation did nothing wrong. Kurumi getting angry at her groping wasn't her fault. Acts like the bigger person, gives her the bun anyway without asking for anything in return. She gives it to her knowing that.
Yeah, it's chapter 80, one of the best chapters in the manga, honestly.
Absolutely. Yep. Anyway, so there's basically just a bunch of examples of like her noticing. It was something that you had mentioned, Rios, about Kusuri in the beginning, was that like that one moment where Kusuri like sensed the moment and like reacted to it. He's bringing up a lot of moments where Momoji kind of in the background will like sense someone's how they're feeling and react. And what I took from this was basically like, yeah, she doesn't want to be a burden on other people, and that's why she like took the time to learn like a mastery level skill of massaging so that she could still indulge in her vice without like being a bother to people, right? That's kind of what I got from this little mini essay, was like she is a lot more empathetic. She's not just out here fucking like, you know, assaulting people. Technically, maybe in like a court definition, she's assaulting people, but she's done all the legwork possible.
To make it so that they consent immediately, because like, oh, this feels so great. Like, how could I possibly not consent?
It's so interesting because
the girl she gropes.
It reminds me of if any. This is going to be a weird comparison, but like, hear me out, okay? If anyone's ever seen Part 4 of JoJo. Yoshihage Kira is one of my favorite villains of JoJo because he like desperately doesn't want to be a villain, right? Like he all he wants is to live a quiet life, peaceful life. He's got like chronic OCD. He's paranoid. He's stressed. He just wants to go home, bake some fucking bread, and like chill, and like that's what he wants his life to be.
Chill with his hands.
Yeah, right? Well, but we're getting to that, right? He's got like there's literally a line where he's like, "All I want to live is a peaceful life. Unfortunately, it's in my nature to kill." That's like a quote from him, right? And he's so like he's just got this like compulsion that he can't control, and he hates it. He doesn't want it. There's one of my favorite moments. I think it says everything about his character. He's fighting Koichi and Jotaro, and he fucking like damn near kills Koichi, and he's about to like run away. But then he looks down, because like when he punches Koichi, like literally knocks his shoes off. So he's about to like, he bops the fuck out of Koichi. He's about to leave. And then he looks down, and one of Koichi's socks is on inside out. And he's like, ugh! And he like runs back, fixes his sock, and then leaves, right? This guy has genuine compulsion OCD, like cripplingly so. So to me, what I got from this essay, and again, it's a lot of headcanon, but to me, that's what these are. A good essay is headcanon. You're not just kind of like telling me what the canon says, you're giving me your thoughts on the subtext. What I'm getting from this essay is that Momoji has this like need to grope, but she desperately didn't want to be a bother to anyone, so she like took the time to like learn and like gain a genuinely like otherworldly divine skill. I mean, like the vibe I get is that she is like, bring the top 100 fucking masseuses in the world, she's fucking knocking them out of the park. I mean, she literally like, it's like when fucking Komugi unlocks Nen in Hunter x Hunter, and she's like the fucking world's best Gungi player on like levels hitherto undreamt of. So like, I love that, right? It really adds another layer to her, that like she didn't just learn this because I like groping. She learned this because she didn't want to bother anybody, but she still really likes groping. So like, that's kind of what I got from this one. Obviously a pass. I mean, Kirby has an unbelievable understanding of these characters. Everything I've seen from his writing is excellent. Yeah. Let's see. Right. And then his Sue one. I remember when he dropped this, actually. Let's see here. I'm going to read, real quick, I'm going to read some Kirby stuff. To be honest, a fair amount of it is summarizing, but I do mostly give in-text examples to prove what I'm talking about. I don't know why it's formatted so weird. Who knows? I can read it, though. I thought I also had a meme essay. You probably do. I mean, maybe someone else has it. We're taking...
I don't think everybody got all of one person's. Like, I think I got all of Rios's for some reason, but I'm pretty sure everybody got, like, if someone might have gotten 2 for one person, but that somebody else got their third essay or something like that.
And then Richmond, Kirby's essays are on fleek. All right.
Blast
I don't
from the
know
That
if
was
you-
our vocab word. Of
Yeah,
yesterday.
we're bringing back Fleek. That was a conversation we had in the general chat. Fleek is coming back. You're welcome.
All right.
Stronger than ever.
Yeah, when was that? Like, I was gonna look it up, but I didn't. When was Fleek like a thing?
I mean, I think it was when I was in high school. So we're talking like 2015 to
I was gonna say like
17.
early 2010s.
I'm looking it up
Yeah.
right now.
I'm sure it's existed before that, but
yeah. That was definitely when I was hearing it.
Is Fleek still a thing? Wow, Fleek was added to the dictionary in 2021, but it was a popular internet term in the mid 2010s.
Yeah.
Coined in 2014 after a Vine video. Peak popularity.
Well, Vine, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, some of you youngins don't even recognize that.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say because like I remember when swag was a thing, and that's deader than dead.
yeah.
Okay, and all right, Sue, bye, Kirby. So this one was like a big Twitter thread. Shout outs to Kirby guy. He made me have to make a new Twitter account so I could read this.
Damn.
Because you know the
Crazy.
way Elon has Twitter now is you can't fucking read shit without an account. So, so I have a Twitter now for the channel. It's a Chaos Squared Twitter account. I am planning on
Wait, isn't there already one?
no.
Or, oh, well, I guess it's Controlled Chaos Twitter.
Oh,
and it's-
good point.
Chaos
I should have
Squared.
named it. Yeah, I should. Oh no, you're right. You're right. I did name it right. You fucking gaslit me into thinking I did it wrong. Woo! Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. No. Yeah. There was the my old channel that we don't talk about anymore because it's dead and dying. Yeah. No. This is gonna be. I'm gonna like spiff this up to be like the channel Twitter. I think that'll be fun. And you know, basically this is an opportunity for me to revamp my algorithm to not be depressing politics all the time because that's the reason I
Yep.
quit in the first place. So yeah, this is, nice long Twitter thread, nice good images. We love to see it. It's a nice little bite-size readable bits. Let me take a look at my notes here. Okay, so the first thing he said, he contrasts Sue with Rin, basically, and talks about how it's interesting that they kind of were introduced together, right? They're on the same volume cover. One of them is super ashamed of their like inner side and had to kind of be taught to not be ashamed of it. One of them has no shame at all, right? So that's an interesting parallel. I think that was a cool thing to point out. He points out there's a point where he talks about how Sue is an indication that the author is actually brimming with creative ideas, not that he's, quote, run out of ideas, right? Talks about how, like it would have been boring if Sue was just a traditional Fujoshi who was into anime boys. This is actually an indication of creativity, not the other way around. And I do agree with that. Like I used to, I've come a long way with Sue. I used to think like this is stupid, but like it's definitely even if it's not my thing, it was, he took a shot. Shots were taken. You know what I mean? And I will respect that.
Yep.
He uses a nice big word. If any of you would like to tell me what the fuck this word is. And I was like, wow, what a big word. I've highlighted it on stream.
It's gonna take a second for it to show up on screen.
It should be here.
Yeah,
I would
which
assume
one?
in just a couple seconds. It says nice use of vocab.
Verisimilitude.
Oh yeah. The feeling of like in art having something that feels real and true to life, kind of thing.
Okay. You got to respect it, even though I was too stupid to know what I meant. And then of course there's the quote of all quotes. And I remember when Rios read this, he also pointed out to me that this was like the peak of this essay, because I mean, cooking, right? He says, ironically, by making Sue's interest something virtually universally unrelatable, the author has made Sue universally relatable in that everyone has faced scrutiny for an unorthodox interest that they have had in one point in life. I mean, he's cooking. That's when I read that, that was like one of those. Sometimes you'll read an essay or you'll watch a video essay, and it'll be one of those like, guess what, motherfucker? The sky isn't blue, it's actually red. And you're like, bullshit. And you watch it and you're like, oh!
Yeah.
Those essays where like the ending point is like everything you've ever believed is the opposite, actually. And then they somehow prove it and you're just like, I don't know what I believe anymore. So he's cooking with that. I mean, when you can literally say like, he's doing like 1984 fucking like 3 + 3 = 7 shit. Like, but he made it work. So God bless him for it.
Kirby was cooking with the KFC secret recipe on that one. Like,
Oh,
genuinely, all the herbs and spices.
Yeah. How many pop quiz, Boa? How many herbs and spices are there? Real fan or fake fan? I believe it's. Well, I don't want to tell you that. Don't you be looking it up. I don't want to hear any clack clack.
I don't know. I think it's 10 or 12. I don't really eat KFC.
I'm pretty sure it's. Isn't it 11? I think you fucking danced around.
I don't know.
That's my final answer. 11 herbs and spices.
I've heard. Yeah, that sounds familiar. It sounds like it fits the rhythm of the.
I gotta
the
make like
ad.
Plankton and steal it and find out.
Yeah.
I'm looking it up.
They find that Krabby Patty secret formula.
It is 11, bro. Bauer really danced around. That's crazy. Shout outs to the Colonel. Okay. And then it kind of ends off. You know, he points out Sue's empathy, which has become so much more relevant as of late, right, with the chapter. So ahead of the game in fucking January, he was like showing all the fucking little pieces of evidence for Sue's empathy just creeping out from underneath. So easy pass. Now there had to be one. But remember, there's opportunities, okay? So Scoot did an Iku essay. The grammar wasn't amazing, but again, I'm gonna assume that your this is maybe not your first language, and my grammar's also not amazing, so I don't blame you. You talked. My favorite part of your essay was you talk about future. Basically, he starts off the essay just doing the summarizing, this is who Iku is. Right? Are you guys still there? It's just really quiet. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, cool. I want to make sure I didn't just dip out. So he starts off the essay just summarizing who Iku is. It's one of those, like I said, where it's just kind of Iku was introduced at this point, and then this joke happened, and I liked it, and it was funny, right? And it's okay, I'd like to hear more of your thoughts versus just summary of what happened in the story. The part I did like about your essay was actually the second half. He kind of goes into, he acknowledges that Iku is kind of fallen in terms of quality of girlfriend, but that Iku is still his favorite, and he would like to see different things happen to make her better in the future. So he goes a bit into that. I wish he would have gone into it deeper, because it's kind of, he goes a little bit into the element of Iku that we saw from the Hasua Yamame Iku chapter, the one where the crow goes up her asshole. He goes into that chapter and how we learn that she's actually also not great at school, because there's a part where I can't really hear. He has the picture. Let me click it. You guys remember what I'm talking about? Where she's like, "Oh yeah, grades aren't my forte either," right?
Yeah, I remember.
And I agree. That's really
with Haswa, yeah.
Yes. He had the picture there somewhere, I thought. Did I scroll past it? Am I a little stupid? I think I'm scrolling too fast. Oh yeah, here we go. Is this it? Nope, I lied. Oh, here it is. Okay, yeah. I'm kind of useless outside of baseball. Same as you, being book smart is definitely not a me thing either. Right, so he talks about a bunch of little things that are peeking out about Iku that could be more explored. I think the only thing that I'd like to see more from this, Scoot, is to take those. Don't just say I want more of this, but then give me your thoughts. I want to know what, if you were writing it, what would you do? And I also want to hear your thoughts. I bring this up in the notes as well. I want to hear your thoughts on what makes Iku tick. Give me some thoughts on what drives her as a character. Why do you think she likes the masochism? Why do you think she likes pushing herself to that extreme? Kind of sit down like you're a therapist and break her down for me. Because I really like where you were going with look at all these things throughout the series where she could be developed more. Take that, expand upon it more, right? You know that everyone who's reading these essays, we're already all huge fans of the series, so you don't have to waste time explaining who the girl is on a beginner level, right? You can skip all of that. It's kind of like how the new Batman movies don't bother fucking showing us his parents getting shot, right? It's we get it. We know. You can just get right into the new stuff. So I would love to see a second draft where you kind of dive more into the things that could be changed for her, or not even changed, the things that could be focused on for her character going forward. And I would also really love your thoughts on what drives her as a character, why she likes the things she likes, and where you think you see her going in the future. In my notes, I say, give me some subtext, explain some things that aren't spelled out plainly in the text, but your thoughts on the character, what you think drives her, where you think she'll go from here. You point out moments where she breaks from her main gimmick, but you just sort of describe them as they happen. See, this is where I'm talking I want to see you kind of go into where you want it to go, right? Okay, here's a moment where she breaks from the main gimmick. So now we know that she's bad at grades. What kind of chapter would you like to see that expounds on that, right? What would happen in that chapter from your perspective if you were writing it? After describing them, I'd like to read thoughts right from your head about what these things mean for her character. Fail for now, but very close to pass, and we can always help you with a second draft. That's going to be the main thing. If anyone fails and there's a handful, we really want to push you guys to kind of improve it. We're not just going to be like, okay, go away, we're never talking to you again. like let's
try
work,
again next time.
yeah, let's work together to like make that thing better. You know what I mean? So you know, in that way, I'm very proud that we are very pro literacy here on this channel. We're gonna be, you know, since the public schooling system is losing all of its funding, we will be your literacy teachers.
Yes, we will be the left Prager you know.
You know, they keep saying Democrats need a Joe Rogan of the left. That's me, baby.
And yeah, the mod team, well, at least me personally, I'll gladly proofread essays, help you write stuff, you know, whatever you need. I'm here to. I even helped Scott with his Rentaro essay, so.
Yeah,
Same
they're all
here,
super
same here.
friendly.
There was a handful I did before submitting this one too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Everyone's willing to help you guys. I will as much as I have time to, because I'm terrible at time management. But yeah, like it's super fun. Remember that this is like a fun thing. You know what I mean? And like, don't take it too seriously. Just have a good time. So yeah, that's mine. I really enjoyed all of them. I was super impressed with the charts. You know, chart sexual. I'm a chart sexual who was in the closet, and I'm just coming out. You know, so thank you for helping me realize.
Yeah, what's the word? What's the word? Like this better. Normally, you say this better not awaken something in me. What's more like, I think this awakened something in me. And I'm happy about it.
Did you guys see? I'm sorry, Scott Days.
Yeah, Scott Days. Yeah.
With the bribe, $2.
Class. Yeah, that college.
$2.
Damn it!
Yeah, that college thing. Like, I can't afford to fail this class, man. This is the last course I need. You know.
You know what? I can't. I have to. You drive a hard bargain. I have to remain close to my principles here. But we will definitely, like I said, man. Hit up Bawa. Hit up me. We can do some second drafts
Meet
together.
me after class.
Yeah, but that was very funny, bro. Extra points on that one. That was hilarious. Oh God. All right. Let's take a look at some chats here, and then we can move on to someone else. Nia said, I don't know who got my essay, but I might be cooked.
That'd be me.
No spoilers. We can go to you next.
Right.
Red, you were embarrassed when you said it last week. I know I was, Richmond, but ever since then, we had a long conversation in the Discord where everyone convinced me that it's back. So it's back. Okay.
Yeah, who's that one comment that's pulling up all the like MLG pro gamer tags from another lifetime ago?
I really do miss that.
Yeah, like Bernard Roberts like bring back MLG swag, smoke weed every day, Doritos and Mountain Dew.
Enemy spotted. Do you guys remember all those? I remember a video that I watched. It was like some mod of some game someone made, and it's just like the gun is shooting fucking weed leaves, and there's like fucking green spotlights, and it's Snoop Dogg is like smoke weed every day, and it's just a fucking nightmare. And then the final boss was Spoderman. Yeah, that was a good era of memes. That was great.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. This is my pride and joy. Oh, damn, Red. I didn't realize you didn't have one. Oh, no, didn't have one. Oh, a Twitter. Yeah, I deleted it because it was making me sad. But you know what? It won't be my personal one now. It'll be the channel one. So honestly, thank you for convincing me to get one, because that'll be good. Because I've missed like all the indie animation and indie arts that I used to be able to see.
Yeah.
You know, I had this.
Be like me, fill your feed with like adult art and some occasional non-adult art. It's like.
Well, I had this dumb assumption that one day maybe Blue Sky would take over, but clearly that's not going to happen.
Yep.
Let's see. I'm proud of that line though. You should be, Kirby. That's like again, that's like if you did like a 9-hour H-Bomber guy video essay, it would end on that, and everyone would be like, generational.
Yep. Their eyes open, mouth open, like, oh my God.
Oh! Yes. Iku truly has fallen from grace. Very true.
Let's see if she'll rise again.
Kirby guy, did you accidentally ban Junzei?
He hid them.
Oh, okay, guys. If anyone were they doing anything that made it like worthwhile?
It was an accident.
Okay.
No, they like grabbed it from their phone. They're just like accidentally tapped it.
Why is it so easy to accidentally ban people on this shit?
I think it's just I don't know.
All right.
We'll keep that in mind. Yeah, it's too easy. A fat finger.
Use your powers wisely, or you may find them revoked.
Like I said, that includes not accidentally. Like they say with gun safety. Don't keep your finger on the trigger. Assume it's always loaded.
Oh, Ben Tim 10. Alrighty, I'm clocking out. It's 1 a.m. and my eyes are heavy, palms are sweaty, weak knees, mom spaghetti. All right, who's got Ben Tim 10s? Or did we already do it? Remind me.
That's me.
Okay, we'll go to Ben Tim 10. We'll do yours next, since your moms are spaghetti and your palms are sweaty.
Your palms are knees.
Okay.
On the way to dreamland, it seems.
I see you've taken my advice about bribing them, and it almost worked. It almost worked.
Yep.
I'm worried about mine.
Desmond Malone with the Prego time, just out of nowhere. Apropos of nothing.
Like Prego time, the spaghetti sauce. Oh
yeah.
I think that's
probably
what it is.
what they
It's
were
in
responding
response
to.
to
Yeah.
spaghetti. Yeah, not.
But
That
my
someone's
brain was still
pregnant.
thinking about.
Yeah.
I was still in the pregnant stream.
I think they
mindset.
want
I was like,
Pregnant Stream Part 5. You know, we could talk about
maybe.
Eru for like 5 hours.
You know, the
Hero
baby
has to
comes
have
out with
twins,
twin
right?
tails.
Of course,
Yeah, right.
she does. Yeah, she'd be fucking mad if she didn't, bro. She'd fucking put it back in until it grows another.
Like split the embryo now.
Double it, give it to the next birth. That's good. Okay, I use Twitter to goon. To be honest, I use Patreon to goon. I've got a lot of
Damn.
good
Got
stuff
that
on
expendable income, huh?
there. Yeah, for goon material, absolutely. I'm still on your Patreon. If you were making shit,
Oh.
you'd get the money.
I mean, I am making stuff. I'm planning. I've been doing just little sketches. You know,
Thank
much
God.
less. What's the word? You know, much less involved stuff. So I'm hoping I can.
The world is a grayer, duller place without your art, Raz.
Oh my. Yeah.
It's true.
Thank you.
Oh, I still have my Nano Spoderman meme on my desk. You cooked with that,
Oh.
Bella. Yeah. Do you remember there was that screen grab of the anime where Nano's in the background and she looks like Spoderman, like exactly like Spoderman. Yeah. Mela, send that in memes, please, so I can show it later. All right, who had Ben Tim 10? We'll go to you next.
Be me.
Oh God.
So we are going for an Akko analysis.
All right, let me remind.
Oh.
Hold on, I gotta remember. I don't have your voices totally memorized. Who's talking right now?
Beef.
Thief.
Yeah.
What's that? Sorry, Thief. We only had that one that one call. I was like, that's either Potato or Thief, and I do not know. All right.
We obviously need to have another
I'm down.
3-hour conversation on May.
Absolutely. Next day out. Wednesday night. How are you doing Wednesday night? You got time?
Down. I'm
All
down.
right. Hit me up. All right. Thief, I've moved to your section. Where are we starting?
With Akkos.
Okay. Akko by Ben Tim 10 or Akko by Jay?
I bent him 10. That's the one who's fallen asleep.
Gotcha. All right, here we are.
Okay. So, I'm going to be honest. I think this is the one I was the most surprised by of how well done it was. It's very much a energetic, like contrast piece compared to Akko's like usual personality, and it goes into so many excellent, how to put it, like moments from a lot of Akko's early career. Like just
I love that.
they focus on first on chapter 87. It's going over the introduction of how they're, how to put this, so they're going over how their their fashion sense and how they're just how cute they are. They're going into their personality and just what exactly makes it tick.
I'm looking at it now. Yeah, the energy is fucking. I feel like I've drank a Red Bull just reading it.
Mhm.
All the various boldings and stuff. That's excellent. All the cursing. Big fan. All right, continue.
Yeah, and especially just how they are like one of the best confessions ever in the series.
True.
If I'd want you to like be there by my side running the store together, and just how they essentially were like, okay, I almost had a heart attack while I was reading this for the first time, and it's like,
Proposal right there.
Can I fucking?
Yep.
May I read a line? Her face, her stupid, smug, lovable, adorable face. That's instant pass.
Right. The character. I mean, the character of the writer is on display from the
That
get-go.
smile, that damn smile.
yep, that meme. And then, so just going into just how her expression changes with like the smallest little things and how she feels so self-conscious about it because she doesn't. Like everyone, particularly the fake friends that she has, are like, "Oh, you don't have emotions. You don't express yourself."
Fuck
and it's
them
like,
bitches.
no, it is their expressions. Like it's so visible and there for us as the readers, and especially how they go into chapter 92, and it's like. And to those 4 girls who were Akko's friends, I hope you all die in a ditch and be sent to the bottom pits of hell.
Is that
They're
in this-
ride or die.
Oh my god, I found it! Wait, this is
They're
so
Akko's
good.
ride or die.
Ben Tim 10. This is like, I feel like I'm reading like a Harlan
Like
Ellison
Akko's friend,
essay. Well, like so I've talked about it before. I've been getting into the author that wrote "I Have No Mouth Yet I Must Scream," Harlan Ellison. He writes exactly like this. Like he will literally like be in the middle of a sci-fi story and then stop for a page to like rant about society and then go back to the story. Like I mean it's fucking incoherent insanity, but it's so like enthralling, and I love this. This is amazing. It's like I'm gonna come read this, even though it's not mine.
Mm-hmm. And just how they how to put it, they're very much this is very funny coming after the Sue one of just like, hey, Sue fans, we love you, we're sorry, Akko made her 100% better.
It's true.
Very
Yeah.
very fun, very funny. The bringing up the glasses bit, that's always good. They brought up a really, I wouldn't have thought about this for Akko, but just the chapter 109 where it shows how she's a happy drunk like Shio is how they compare it to, and it's like she's just wanting to hug and just be so affectionate with especially Rentaro, but all the girlfriends, and that's like, oh, I would have never thought of that, but that's such a cute little character detail for her to be in.
She is just the most pure on the inside. Like there's not a single like if Satan himself was trying to tempt the girlfriends, he wouldn't be able to. He wouldn't be able to get near her. Her radiant light would fucking like not baptize him. What's the other one? You know, like holy water on him.
And closing
Melted?
out with
Sure.
sorry, go ahead.
No, I don't know. I was losing my fucking train of thought. Continue.
Yeah, and just having it end out with what I still think is like probably one of the best Akko moments is when she like she goes to Uto and is just like, no, don't leave me, and it's very like it's probably the best inside look we've had into Akko as a character, and it is very nice to see just have her and Uto have that kind of special bond where they can't lose each other. It was very heartwarming, and I think they captured that very well.
Yeah, I agree
And
completely.
so I say we need to pass Ben Temtem, and I award them the Akko's Personal Slayer Award.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Woo! I love that.
Akko's strongest soldier.
Really, like
Yeah, dude.
I saw that fucking low tier god section is like, yeah, that's a ride or die right there.
All right, I'm gonna go get my stream assist, which is a blueberry Red Bull. So I'll be right back.
Yeah. Well, you say Akko's strongest soldier, but we are about to get into a second Akko essay by Jay. Although this one is a bit more focused, actually, on their fashion designing instincts.
Ooh. We're gonna have the Ornstein and Smo for Akko for any Dark Souls
Right?
fans out there. The 2 guards.
I'm powering myself through this stream just like a medieval peasant would, with a blueberry Red Bull and a loaf of bread.
All right.
I feel like they didn't have one of those things.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
What is the medieval equivalent of Red Bull? And you're like give me that.
Water?
Give me that. I guess yeah.
Sugar water.
Give me that Scarlet Bull, the Crimson Bull.
Well, you know, I got the loaf of bread because I was like, it's probably bad for me if I just drank the Red Bull. There's got to be something else going on in there.
I mean, yeah. No, I'm not sure how bread would interact with that.
Oh my god! And what should I eat then? Fucking health expert.
Oh no. I mean, I have no idea. I'm figuring. I mean, bread's mash is basically like what's the word? Like the damn, I can't remember. It's not made of cellulose, but I was just trying. Like it's one of the main ingredients, like a type of sugar, a form of
God
sugar.
damn it, you're right. Well, here, let me just go cook up some chicken. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Okay.
KFC. 12,
hell
11.
yeah,
Oh.
Bro, yeah, I just know that whenever we're doing our 100 Girlfriends tier list, I got a fucking greasy KFC bucket, and I'm slathering it all over my laptop. I'm like, this is why I'd fuck Tama.
People are
Alright.
yelling at me.
Oh, yeah?
Scott specifically is yelling at me in the chat to go in general. I'll have to check that out later.
Yeah, after stream,
$2,
stream.
After stream, yeah.
Yep. So, getting into the next one, it is another Akko essay by Jay, focusing on her fashion instincts, and it is very much it's a very focused deal. I mean, it's obviously only talking about her outer appearance, but they are able to bring out the inner, like, cuteness of Akko that shows why anybody could wear these kinds of clothes, but Akko is the girl who makes the clothes shine. And by going into
love
it,
that.
she is very much the so cute. This is another one in which the energy is also infectious here as well. They have so many like little things in which they're trying to like, because Akko's character design, like some might call it busy, it's very detailed. It's very much a, hey, here's all of like the little aspects, the hearts in her hair, the bow, the multiple bows that she has.
It
the-
never feels too busy. I've noticed that. You know
No,
what I mean? There's a
it
lot.
does
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, but it does not feel too busy.
Exactly. And I love that they're like, hey, you know how like that fits super cute? Well, she can even go further beyond, and DBZ reference. Here's the super cute like stockings and like the
Oh,
the date fit of just the fishnets.
the first
and-
date fit
ooh.
is
yes.
otherworldly.
Holy moly!
Yeah, I remember when we were.
I
there was-
ascended.
Yeah, me too. During one of the streams that Rios and I had, I literally like I caught myself off halfway through, and I was just like, oh.
Yeah, she took the words out of my mouth. Oh my lord!
Oh, I love the. I don't know what the style of shirt is called, but when it's like cropped like just below the shoulders, like that one you have on the stream.
Yeah,
like,
no
I-
shoulder straps. Woof.
yeah. Oh my god.
I'm like, how's that stay on? It's like it's crazy. It's like a puzzle.
That's that
Draws
Akko
my-
magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she has this like Jay has this like scream in which they're like, oh my god, she wears it all so well, and then we go into the various like other outfits. They can't show them all obviously because not all of them have like the best look of like you can like grab a picture from the manga and show it, but they bring out like the jellyfish dress of just like, oh, it's so frilly, the pink or red of like her like 106 fit, how the Valium extras just show it's just kind of peak Akko design. She's very cute. She's got this powerful like charm, and then they're going into the pajama section at the end, in which it's we see it in chapter 162 when she's on that date with Rentaro, and it is indeed so cute. Very much she's going to have the YouTube career with Rentaro, and
I
she's
love
just
that. I wish Rentaro wasn't. I understand his point, but I wish he did more. I wish every time like he was hanging out with Akko, they were doing little like TikToks together. I think that'd be so cute.
Yeah.
By the way, I just want to say I love these essays where there's like a specific focus, where it's like we're not just talking
Yeah.
about the girl, but we're like focusing, like the Sue one that I got about her love language, and this Akko one specifically zooming in, putting a lens to her fashion. I think that's such a cool. That's like instant bonus points, honestly.
If you have focus, yep.
exactly. Yeah.
Ben Tim 10 may have slept through his essay.
Right? It's a classic. You missed
dozed
your
off.
award. You missed your award at the award show, but yeah, you still got it.
Oh, why?
Yeah, so-
Holding on to it for you.
Rewind it. We were knob slobbing you. It was fucking amazing.
It's very good.
Mm-hmm.
So
I like Mela put in chat the baby girl coated girlfriend attire that makes you feel like you ate 3 pounds of butterflies. Yeah, exactly. That sums it up very well.
What a way with words.
I know.
Yeah. And just going into this final like pajama fit with Akko, it's like so cute with the gorgeous pigtails and the like how she rocks her outfit. She's able to as she put it slay in, and she's just a very I just can't get past the either way. I can't get enough of our number one gal, our cutie patootie Akko. Great way to end it.
Well put.
And so I award Jay with the Akko Cute Aficionado title.
Truly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Prestigious title.
To just go really quick right here. So with Usa-chan by Moonlight, he
This
just
is his
showed
like
that-
he's got like a sticker, right, on his car.
Yeah. And it's like there's nothing to analyze. It's just the ultimate way to show you're the true anime fan is to unashamedly show it in public. So I suppose that Moonlight passes. I bestow Moonlight the honor of public Usami fan.
Yeah, to tap his shoulder with a sword.
But next, getting in the next essay, I'm not sure if Nia is still in the chat, but it is the 100 reasons why I love Usami Shina.
Wait, well, is it actually 100 reasons, or
Yes, it is actually 100 reasons why
all
she
right?
loves.
Strap in, boys and girls and MBs. We're
That's
gonna.
exciting.
And so normally I would be like, well, hey, you're just listing like 100 different things of just, oh, I like this character for this, and this. But not only is that so fitting for Usami, it's actually has some value in just like in a lot of these different ones. So I actually did a bit of a breakdown because I was like, well, okay, there's a lot of stuff in here. Like, what are they focusing on? So of the 100 points, 20 of them focused on Usami's design. 21 gave like a description of just how they're going with her. 44 of them were references of how she interacted with in the manga, and 15 of them were dedicated character analysis points to show off why Usami is such a good girlfriend.
Wow. I mean, that's dedication. Let me click on this. Take a look at it.
Yeah, I was waiting on stream for the show up.
Sorry. Well, yeah. As you can see in the mod
Love ya.
chat, I was doing something. We
Yeah,
can get into that later.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
Oh
didn't see that.
no problem.
No, no problem.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can
yeah,
probably
focus-
guess
focus
what
on
it
it.
was. All right. Oh wow. All right, I'm scrolling through. Is there a specific spot you want me to show? I'm sorry. Like I said, I was handling something in the Discord. Hello.
Hello, I'm here. We're still here.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a specific spot you want me to scroll to in this essay, like, or no?
I'm sorry. I wasn't looking at the screen. So
Yeah, no problem.
Just continue saying what you were saying, because yeah.
yeah, I was just going through like the analysis, like so like we want to jump to
Yeah, I definitely appreciate how like you said, they are actual reasons. You know, they're not just it's not just listing off like little random moments that happen. Like they actually explaining the thing that happened, how they feel about it. You know, it's like,
yeah, and just to just jump to a few of the like the different character analysis ones that I liked. Number 12 is that I love that she's very sincere and self-aware about her clinginess with Kamari.
That was
just
a
the heart-
generational chapter for her.
The heart to heart was so cute, and she's so proud of Usa-chan for not only thinking of herself but also Kamari, and very good.
Agreed.
And she's talking about how much on 15 she's talking about how much she's a yapper and she always has something to say, And just as someone who's socially awkward herself, it's very inspiring for her to like see someone run out and talk about the things like that.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that chapter for the same exact reason. Sorry, I got a mouthful of bread. Oh, continue.
No, you're good. And I do see Nia is in the chat. She's like, "Did I eat?" Yes, you did
Yep.
eat, Nia. You
Like,
did
yeah, Martin
very
Luther,
well.
eat your heart out. This is nothing. Like, or your 95 thesis why, whatever. That's forget about it. This is the 100 reasons why Usatan is the go. Like, it's
Yeah. Yeah, I want. Are you you're comparing it to like Martin Luther King? Is that what you're saying?
no. The guy who started the Protestant Reformation.
I
by, like,
see. I thought
listing
you
out
were
the
saying
95
I have a
reasons
dream
why.
speech. Bullshit. Compared to
No,
him.
I was trying to figure out how do I, because most people know MLK more than they know the guy who
Martin
started
Luther,
them.
yeah.
I would. Yeah, that was just Rios flexing how smart he is again. I would like
Damn.
to see Niwa.
Biggest brain.
Niwa should be standing at the Lincoln Memorial giving this speech. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Hammer us on to the church thing. We can start a new religion.
Here's I got a challenge for you, Niwa. How long can you scream this out in DC before the cops get called on you? Which number can you get to?
And I also
That's how
want to
many
highlight.
dollars you get. That's what number you get to.
I want to highlight 22 because they didn't only just post an image of Usami, they posted a collage of like all of like her best moments all together. And it's just showing just the cute hard eyes that she has. And just
You want to get some art too? Yeah.
yeah, 22.
I am scrolling to them when you say it. It'll just take the stream a second.
Oh, okay. I see.
It's there on my end. Yeah. Give it like probably 20 seconds. But yeah, no,
Yep.
this is super inspiring to me, actually. I really like this as a format because, I've been wanting to write an Uto essay, but I always kind of like psych myself out. This is like a super approachable way to do an essay because, again, you can like, it's through the kind of framework of like, I'm going to do what Rentaro did with my favorite girl. Like, this, as you keep going, I imagine the gears just keep turning in your mind and you can keep thinking of more and more stuff. So this is a really cool way to do it.
Yep.
Is that
And,
it for? Continue. Sorry.
I was just going to I wanted to highlight a couple of the other ones. 31, they go into Miru and Usami's relationship. And so as a cover partner, that's always tends to be pretty important for most of the girlfriends. And so just talking about this wonderful daily life in which they're comforting each other with like the landslide that happened. And it's just heartwarming. That's kind of the basis of Usami. She's always just heartwarming to see as an energetic person, and it's just chef's kiss. It's so well and so well captured with how they did each of these different numbered points.
Yeah. And again, like my main criteria was you got to feel the love. I want to feel the love, and if I can feel the love, that's really all you need, and you can feel the love in spades here.
We're drowning in love.
Yeah, and to just point out the other collage, 94 is another great collage of just Usami and her casual fits.
Oh, yes. Queen is slaying. I remember I fucking loved her fit with Morikita there is very cute. I love how it's very like loose. I don't even know what you'd call that. I know nothing about fashion, but I just look at how much room her arm has in that sleeve.
I'm waiting for it to
Let
come
me
up on
see.
stream.
Let me
Oh,
come
yeah.
up.
It's-
Oh my god,
oh,
yeah,
yeah,
right.
there
It looks kind of like a priest robe almost, like
Preaching the good word. She honestly, bro, like when the cult starts to like really spread, she'll be one of the ones. Honestly, it will be her and her fucking volume cover partner Meru going out.
yeah. Honestly,
preaching the good
it's
word.
interesting to think about. They are like kind of the cult duo. Like they really are the people who would. You have Meru who's playing out the not the practice, the theory to convince the brainy people why they need to join the cult, and you have Usa-chan who's
Outreach.
using the emotional side, to get them into the fold. So it's like, I mean,
She'll be
got
like,
that
have you
1-2 punch
ever
of
been
a-
lonely? Have you
know
ever
what?
been lonely? You'll never be lonely again.
Yeah,
I can
Meru-
imagine I can imagine Mare giving a speech and Usa just is in the crowd because
Yeah,
she
oh,
wants
yeah,
to be
she's
with all the
working
people.
the
Where did
Like,
my
and
partner
if you join
go?
our if you join our family, you could have this this hugging and every day, like
You know what I just thought about? It's like in Aladdin when they're doing the Prince Ali
Ooh, yeah.
and like fucking like Genie is just like keeps like pretending to be part of the people, like spreading the rumor like he's got a zoo. I'm telling you. You know?
oh yep. I've
She'd
seen
just
it.
be in there like, aren't you like with her? Like, no. And I just think it's a really cool idea. That
Yeah, I'm
she's
just a
talking about-
disinterested third party.
Excellent. No,
Yeah,
seriously, this
and
looks
I-
like a great one. Oh, so, go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to end off by saying I love their last 2 points of I love whenever Usa-chan professes her love for Rentaro, he matches her freak and
Yes.
the loud
The one
I love
human
yous and
can.
hugs. And just how she ends with I love the Usa-chan's entire character. I think she's peak and deserves to be an S tier girl. In my eyes, she'll always be my favorite and I love her so much. I gotta say, this essay made me like Usami a lot more than I already did, and I already really liked her.
Yeah, this is great, and I want to cap that off with a comment from Kirby Guy and Richmond in the chat here. So stuff like this really makes me love this community. Everyone is so passionate, and this is such a unique way to do an essay. Richmond agreeing and saying the community is peak, and I agree, man. Like it's so cool. Like this is just such a fun. This to me is what the internet should be about. You know, not whatever the fuck it's become. It's all about these little corners where you make yourself kind of like a family.
You
You know,
make your own third spaces.
It's
They
so
destroyed them all in reality. So yeah, make them ourselves.
he he's right.
Yeah. I mean, we got Nia in tears in the counseling. So I mean, I think we did something. We gushed over appropriately.
Amazing.
And I award her the title of accurate Usami fangirl.
Yeah.
Woo! Oh man, the fucking next stock stream's gonna go hard. I'm so excited. All right, what's next?
So let's go back up to the top and go with Karane by Albino.
I want you to know we are perfectly on schedule. By the way, this is exactly how fast I
Yeah.
wanted to go.
I guess the more people we have, the more it's like that thing about how if you ask like 100 people to like guess how many beans are in a jelly bar, beans are in a jelly jar, they'll get it. Look at it unintuitively correct. So like the more people we have, the more we can somehow get it to the actual target duration. But
Yeah, it seems to be. I mean, I remember being with Moonlight. It felt like Moonlight kind of kept me in check a little as well.
I guess I'm too much of a soft touch. All right, okay. I
Never
see what you
change,
were going
Rios. I love it. I it's my YouTube channel. If I can't yap as much as I want to, what's the point?
with. Yeah.
Rios, you're an enabler.
Yeah. That's only because I have so much free time, I mean, normally, as we saw last week, when I have places to be, I totally put my foot down.
Every comment I got was like the 50-minute mark. Rios, hey, I gotta go to lunch with my mom in an hour. Looks down 6 hours.
Yep.
Hey, I love you for it. All right,
Yeah,
Karne,
thank you.
let's go.
So
I love the title already.
Right?
yeah, a tsundere of golden frickin' sunshine.
Sunshine.
That's what I said.
Yep.
So initially I was like, oh, it's only like a page and a quarter. But then I was like, oh, wait, they just didn't space it. So it's actually a lot longer than it actually looks. So they go into their main aspect of Karane is both a character who is genetically made to be a tsundere and also nurtured to be a loving tsundere because of her whole family just being a tsundere. And it's very much how to put it, it's nice to see them like go into that a little bit of just how behaviorally how a tsundere like came to be, and but the main thing about this essay that I particularly really liked is that it is probably the funniest of the essays that I read. It's very much the I'm kind of chuckling a bit at some of the little bits they're doing because Karine is such a funny character that she's able to like bring out all the best like little moments. In particular, I loved that I had a good laugh at the cookie in the eye. Like, oh, how has she made Rentaro better? She's allowed him to start eating cookies with his eyes, so he's able to have more treats from his girls.
Yeah, Rentaro's body adapts to his girlfriend's needs. You know, it's
Yep.
if anyone's ever read Bleach, there's that part when and this is not spoilers, okay? We're talking like 2010 manga here, okay? When Gin fucking stabs Aizen and almost kills him, and then like the Hogyoku fucking like evolves him to a higher being, and he's like, "Thanks, Gin, for stabbing me and almost killing me. It turns out my body needed some danger in order to adapt to the next form of life." So that's
Karine activated Rentaro's like koi Yoku or something. His love Yoku.
love you, Ku. Yeah.
Yeah.
And real quick, since I see that Moonlight is in the chat,
Yeah.
we briefly went over your Usami one. You are indeed one of the Usami experts.
Because, you know, you may have not done an essay, but you have placed her face out in the real world where she can get ogled by countless real life people. So, you know,
Their eyes can caress her for me. I mean, I'm sure she would appreciate. You know, that's how she would want it.
no greater proof of devotion than just sullying your car.
Yeah, you get
You
pulled
are
over by a
public
cop, and they're like,
Usami fan.
I see the Usami thing. They're like, are you a fan too?
the 100 Girlfriends fan cop. There's no way, bro.
That's the dream.
You know, I was
You
gonna
know
give
why I
you a
pulled you
ticket,
over?
but real recognizes real. You know.
You only have one Usami sticker. That's definitely a ticket. That's a violation.
Damn. Yeah.
You look back on the cop car and there's like a sticker of every girl.
Well, you can't leave Usami alone, right?
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah. That's what he arrests you for because you left her
That's the
alone.
offense.
Yeah. You
That's
got.
what I'm saying.
That's a good point. Moonlight, work on that.
Yeah, that's our one critique. You know?
Richmond,
I need
fuck
your
off.
second
Richmond,
submission to be
fuck
met.
off, Richmond. That happened. The thing I just said happened when I was in fucking high school in like
Yes,
2010.
I remember watching Adult Stream.
Bro, your ass was like a zygote. I don't even care. All right, move on.
So getting back to this Karine essay, I love that they bring up the different interactions that Karine has. Chapter 92, once again, one of the best ones in the manga, standing up for Akko, beating down the other girls in words, only for the Guerrilla Syndicate to come out and just be like, let's beat them up for real. And then the Tsundere, like a triple date chapter with Kurumi and Mai, like just how she goes out and sets a good example for him and sticks up for Kurumi at that end panel of just going and fighting for her, and mwah, so good.
Love it.
And yeah, and lastly, she's like a literal superhero going
Right.
and doing superhuman feats saving Iku with her bat and just knocking her to save her from the hair that's engulfing the world. And it's so this is very much a short, sweet,
To the
just
point.
nice. Yeah, it gets what you want, and I think it does well. And so I will pass Albanoa with a "It's not like I'm an expert or anything" award.
Beautiful.
That's so good. I hope at least one person like prints off like a fake award and puts it on their wall. If you do that, send it to me and I'll shout you out.
So next, I'm not sure if Zinj. I think Zinj left for the day, but we're doing the May one by Zinj.
All right.
So I think this is an overall fine essay by Zinj. It's I know that they are not of the English is their second
Yeah,
language.
ESL,
and so and so I'm willing to give them a bit of like leeway on the grammar department. Like I wish it got a bit tidied up, and I think that this is one I'll admit I had a bit of trouble like because about half of the essay, it's very much a I'm going to state the events that happened in the manga. I'm going to go into Mei's backstory and why it is necessary for her, but that's very surface level. But going into it, I like their ability to, how to put it, but I think how they got past that was by going into their like the relationships and the hopes that they have for Mei in the future. I just like how they formatted like the way that they talk about both Rentaro and Hahari in Mei's mind about how they're the mistress and the boyfriend. It's very much a I see like the aspects of them. I'm not sure if I see them exactly. The ways she goes into the different things that both Momoha, for example, has done for Mei, and the things that she does for people like Sue, where she makes numbers and stuff like that in the daily life, and just the hopes that should they have for Mei as a future character of just the I hope to be a how they're hoping that it's okay.
No, don't worry
Mei has a character arc that many people are wanting to see happen in the future, and like multiple people have talked about like what they want, and I think that Zinj actually gave a very unique way for that to go down, where the parents of Mei come and end up actually staying in Hahari's mansion for a little bit, and how it takes Mei to like stand up and fight back against like her parents' rudeness, and have like a snapping moment of just like, no, this is where I'm going to stand up for myself and tell you what to do. Orders be damned. And it's very much a positive aspect of it's just a unique way to take it that I never would have thought of, that I really appreciate that they went into.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And so and then they end off with a whole bunch of random cute Mei pics. I particularly like the drunk one where she's like, orders please.
I gotta reread that drunk chapter. I think that dropped in the English release recently. Yeah, is that the newest volume?
Yes, it did.
Oh, I gotta reread it, man. Fucking, I will never. Off topic, but I love Natty Drunk. Is like so. To me, like, there's a couple of them where like their drunk selves like add so much to their character, and Natty Drunk just like added a whole nother layer to her, where it's like, oh god, like deep inside she's really, really sad and down on herself, and I love that.
Yeah,
shit.
very much a must protect kind of character.
Yes.
Yep.
All right.
And also some cursed images I see of that.
The light one. Oh lord. Excellent.
They're called villains. So, but anyways, to just end it off, I award Zinj the appropriate title of Mei's visionary.
Someone has to be able to
Perfect.
see for her when the eyes are closed.
Yeah, the whole Roy Mustang Riza Hawkeye situation.
Be sure to shoot her in the back if she ever strays off her path.
And I'm going to assume we're done with me.
Did you do them all? I haven't been keeping track. It looks like it.
Yeah, actually.
I assume we're not doing the next one.
Oh!
Damn.
Goodness. Yeah, probably not.
You're probably not.
All right.
Okay.
Well, I won't go into it. All right, who's next?
I mean, yep. I guess I can go.
Woo!
All right. Okay. Who should I start with? Let me just...
Are you anonymous skunk, Rios?
Maybe. I'm not sure how. I'm not sure how. No, I'm not skunk.
What am I? I just
I don't
clicked
know
on
how it
short.
delegates them.
Right?
Wait, what animal am I? I clicked on short. What does it say I am?
Sure.
Does it not say?
Oh, and yeah. Anonymous mink.
Oh, like from One Piece.
All right.
Does no one get that?
Well, actually, let me see.
Oh my god.
Oh no, I
get it.
don't. I'm
Thank
sorry.
I
you.
get it.
Bowie, you better get.
I get it, but Richmond's gonna yell at me if I say anything.
Oh
else.
yeah, bro, can't. You're right. I'm sorry. The name of a species in One Piece is a spoiler. All right.
Well,
Where you
I
starting
think I can start with Thief. It was
All right.
probably the strongest one, I would
Oh
say.
yeah.
Well, definitely the longest. I will admit, Thief. Yours took the longest to read. I was procrastinating a little because
His
4,000
love for
words,
Karumi knows no bounds.
Yeah.
I could talk.
I
I could
definitely
talk
felt
with.
it.
Oh, good. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude. Karumi and Thief and I, man. I could talk with Thief about Karumi for days. I fucking.
Yeah. So I mean, we can see the summary thing where basically strong start, which is very appreciated. Like let me actually look at the essay.
How long are we talking on this? Oh,
well, yeah, I'm definitely not gonna go.
Oh,
I'm
my
not gonna read every single thing. But yeah, I love just come out strong with that first line. Kurumi is the most relatable character in the manga, and
Period.
it was very well organized. It had different sections and even subsections. I think in one instance. But anyway, yeah, I mean, I love that you bring in outside things talking about the tsundere or. Definitely the archetypes, the Kuishinbo archetype, which is it's become the Harapeko stuff now. All those sort of things. I love when people bring it in outside things like the love languages and the other stuff. It shows that the people are actually mixing they're not just coming throwing the girlfriends, just letting their eyes pass over the images and text and just forgetting about it after they're done. They're actually digesting what they're consuming. It's like Karumi. You're just yeah.
Nice. That's good. I like a tragic backstory trademark.
Yep, TM, all that. Yeah, definitely demonstrated a great understanding of her character and how it relates to real people's lives and circumstances. While also glazing Nozawa's immaculate art and giving some harsh but fair criticism of Nakamura. Very very reminiscent of how the story treats the two creators. But yeah, so. Some specific things I had to say about the food arc. Definitely appreciate that. The breakdown was real good. I could see people critiquing it for being a little far along. It's just a recap of the plot. Video essay criticism. But I think by summarizing it, or rather, I think less than it being a summary was rather just that arc is just so full of stuff to talk about. Just basically every single beat that happens in the story has something worthy of mention, either conveying stuff about Kurumi's character or simultaneously developing and not forgetting about the other GFs. I mean that arc even had a cool little one-off villain, which is I could never happen in modern day Kunoichi. I miss it.
Oh god, yeah. Are we talking about? I had to step away for a second. We're talking about the eating contest.
Yeah.
I do miss.
Yeah,
God,
I still love that arc.
Yeah.
Yeah. Section 5.
Mm-hmm. And justice for idol newbie, newbie Idol-chan. I thought you throwing some shade her way.
She's dead.
I mean,
She's just actually dead.
After the hair apocalypse, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The manga leaves no possible other options.
Right. Unless he's not a human or something.
Well, who knows? Aliens, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind. Some Dan, getting some Dan up in here. But but yeah. And another one I wanted to comment on was section 6 on appropriately enough on page 6, where
that is appropriate.
yeah. Whereas I was he gave some scathing criticism of that of the B tongue kiss chapter. For a moment there I was like, damn dude, damn dog, chill. But anyway, at the end of the day, I mean,
stricken from canon by Bibbery or whatever the fuck that studio is called.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I did agree that I mean, you did an amazing job leveling some good critique at that everyone must be equal mindset that Rentaro, and I guess more accurately, Nakamura is settled on for the polycule. It's in terms of both its kind of inconsistent application, as well as the assumed necessity of that being the only way to handle the issues in the family relationship wise. In polyamorous terms, Rentaro's family is focused a lot on equality at the expense of equity, at the expense of giving people what they personally need, not just what would keep the peace, but like obviously not focusing on equality would, that would result in more inter-GF conflict. But I'm not against that, even if it does go beyond, even if it would go beyond just the sort of the sort of goofy harem style antics. I would be interested in some genuine like relationship struggles that can't just be solved in like one chapter
or two.
But,
Usually it's two. It's two.
Yeah,
Just like Nana.
Yeah.
Bernard Rav points out that apparently she was alive for people to vote on in the 100th chapter special. Well, I personally, I'll have to go back and reread that, but like, I'm gonna choose to believe that Nakamura like pulled her from the cold embrace of death, and she's like, "Where am I?"
Kobetti car style situation where like the car was there for like what, like how many chapters? But everyone loved it.
Like one, I think.
Yeah.
One or two, maybe.
Yeah. Well, what's that spell in D&D? Bao will know this. The spell in D&D where you can like ask dead people a question and then they go back to being dead.
Oh.
Yeah.
I know this one. Oh no.
Wow, fake D&D fan.
I know. Yeah, the fucking however many hundreds of spells.
Right.
Well, they used it in have you seen that D&D movie that's surprisingly good?
Yeah, I think it's Speak with Dead.
Yeah, which makes sense.
Yeah.
It's very simple, man.
That's
no
what
reason
they
to overcomplicate it.
They brought her back temporarily for that one little moment.
5 questions. She get 5
Right.
minutes, and then back down she goes.
Oh my god.
Getting back to the essay, really, it both highlights, the geniusness of Kurumi's, but also, the way Thief is, a very sometimes harsh but fair critiquer. I definitely didn't really disagree with anything you said. Especially the critique of the beat tongue. Like, really pointed out something that I hadn't really like considered as issues at first, where it just kind of like it's supposed to be a Kurumi chapter, but Hahari ends up taking the spotlight and stuff like that.
It's
It's
just
like
very weird in many regards, right? Like that chapter really is, if there's one to be stricken from canon, right? Like, because you have Rentaro like more concerned with, well, I can't kiss her because of my weird purity shit, which he's super over now, by the way. I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah.
Him and fucking Akko and Mei's body were tonguing in chapter 200. I don't care what anyone says. So like, but back then, for whatever reason, he's like, I would rather betray Kurumi's trust and set up a situation where she gets sexually assaulted by an adult woman who she's clearly she's made clear time and time again that she is not interested in, rather than kiss her myself, right? That's weird. That's weird for Rentaro. So thank God that we've, as a community, stricken it from canon.
Yep. Okay.
Luke will be here in 20 minutes. The timing's going really well.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let me see if I have anything specific.
Yeah, I'm just kind of letting you talk, so like I just want to hear like your thoughts.
Yeah, let me see if I have any. Because I read my notes I'd pre-written, but I want to see if I can pull up something just off the top of the dome.
Impossible.
I'm kidding. The triple date one, that was a really good one. Because it showed off how Kurumi, while she has been the what's the word, like the stand-in tsundere straight man for a car when she can't clock in for the day or whatever. It showed that she's actually a pretty normal person compared to the likes of Mai and Karone. Definitely appreciate that. But just a great essay. Great character. So only maybe appreciate her more. So.
All
right. I guess we can move on to I don't know, who should we? I guess I'll go with duo friend. Yeah, duo free friend or whatever. However you pronounce 3.
Dural 3 friend.
Yeah.
Duo
friend.
Yeah, free friend.
Ooh.
I just want to say thank you, Rios. I appreciate it. I appreciate the kind words.
Mm-hmm. No problem.
All right. Let me get over to this next one here. So which one? The Kusari one?
Yes. Yeah.
All right. I'm interested in a Kusari essay. There's a because she's like, I feel like Kusuri is kind of potential man. You know what I mean? Like I feel like
Right,
there's
yeah.
so much to do.
But I have a potion for that, for the potential potion. He hasn't drank it yet, but you know.
Yeah, whenever I'm ready, it'll bring out my true potential. And then she just like, I feel like she'd rule the world as like an evil goddess or something.
I feel like more often than not, it's this potentially could work, but we'll see.
Okay, yes. So I mean, I did have him down like verdict. I did have him as a fail rather than a pass. I mean, you know, it was very short, sweet, and to the point, much like Kusuri. But okay, I didn't write this thinking it'd be showing up on stream. I was being a little too. I think I was being a little too casual here. But yeah.
What did you say? I gotta see it. Short, sweet, and to the point. Unfortunately, too short, but not too sweet, and not too Kusuri-esque. What's wrong with that?
I know. It just feels because I'm failing him, so it feels a little
No, as long as
not
you-
respecting his work. But yeah.
you're
Honestly,
kind.
this is obviously. Oh yeah. This is obviously more of a fun, non-serious attempt at the Kusuri role. I think it was from like. It was from like March, so like literally just a month after we started. I didn't
The
think.
vibes of the contest were so different back then. I
Yeah,
thought it
yeah.
was gonna be like a stupid little like chill, low effort thing, and then just 50 damn people entered.
Right. But yeah, so I mean, you know, I did look over it again like an hour before stream, and you know, it wasn't as short as I remembered it being. You know, there was a little more stuff there that did demonstrate some understanding of Kusuri's psychology and character. So it did make me a little more conflicted about the failing, but I mean, ultimately outside, you know, it's kind of too short. Doesn't really. There's a lot. I mean, despite Kusuri being a very being Kusuri, you know, there's been a lot of stuff that's happened over the course of the story. He's interacted with so many different people, like Momiji and others, who demonstrates some of the different aspects of her characters. I mean, there's stuff there to go into. So I mean, you know, there's no reason to keep it so short, sweet, to the point. So I mean, I would put this as a spruce up a little bit more,
yeah.
go into a little more detail, and then
Does Durofriend still talk? Has he? Because this is so early. Has he still been around in the Discord?
he
As of
shows
recent?
up every once in a
Oh,
while.
perfect. Yeah, hey man, if you're
Yeah.
hearing this, if you're listening, take this, lengthen it up. I think that's a
Yeah,
You got it.
because I mean, like I think
Easy
the kernel
path.
is. Yeah, I mean, it's there. Like the embryo was there. You just got to let it gestate a little, and
You
it'll be an
aborted
easy,
it too quick.
pass. Yeah.
All right.
You put on you put on ice in the in vitro fertilization tube, so it hasn't had a chance to grow or anything.
What a metaphor. All right. What's next, friend?
I think I want to go with Kirby guy. Yeah, but like Red said, one of the OGs. Yeah. But and they start out
For Maymay.
yeah, for
All right,
Maymay.
cool.
They start out by calling her. Let me see what the actual. They basically start by calling her like one of the less outrageous GS, which is which is not something I would have thought. I mean, you know, given he has like freaking substitution jutsu, you know, like, and she's not exactly straight, if you know what I mean, like as a straight man, you know.
You know,
But, yeah.
people always just to chime in here for a 2nd
Mm-hmm.
people always like call. I actually had not an argument, but like a discussion a month or two ago about like I have this, and I know it's a crazy take to have, but I have this like take where like none of them actually have superpowers. It's just like exaggerated normal things because to me. There's like a level where if they all have superpowers, it's like a little, and I know that's silly because there's a lot of other silly things in this,
Yeah.
but like for me, Maymay is just throwing the thing to distract you, and then because you look away, it is like it appears
Yeah.
as though she's disappeared, and like artistically, it's being betrayed that way.
Yeah, she's
right?
doing
Yeah.
basically magical sleight of hand or magician style sleight of hand, where there's nothing. You know, is this all
Yes.
manipulating attention kind
The
of
only
stuff?
real superpowers is Kusuri's drugs, honestly. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because like this was the conversation in like general that we were having, where people would just like list a character, and I would be like, "Nope, that's this. Nope, not superpower." Like Hasua, I could believe someone being born. Like we were talking about that like not idiot savant, just savant. That savant show where it
Yes.
would like I think it was called like real life superheroes, but it was like like a person who you could like be like October 7th, 1984, and he'd be like, "Oh, it was raining. It was 84 degrees. This happened, right?" That's like some superhero shit, but it's real, right? That's Hasua. Anyway, that's my take on if they have superpowers. It really is just Kusuri. Uh-oh, did someone leave? What's going on?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Someone popped out and then popped back in.
Oh, I'm echoing. I can hear my own. Oh, is it gone now? Oh, that's good.
Okay.
All right, we're good. Never mind. Anyway, back to
right.
what you were saying.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I wouldn't describe Mimi that way, but she does try to be a fairly normal person, you know? Like, she wants to be a normal background character despite everything else about her, and that's something I hadn't clocked until, Kirby Guy brought up. You know, he really did a good job sort of conveying how, she hides her personality much more successfully than she does her body, which is a real shame because she has a very, really nice and caring personality. You know, there's a lot going on in that head of hers, and of which only a tiny amount ever reaches the outside world. You know, like why does that sound familiar? You know, like why do I relate to that? But yeah, Catherine, she's someone who takes notice of who takes notice of what a situation is lacking. Is very very sharp eyed with Kirby Guy. Definitely appreciate that. It was a great summary of the character that captured the big picture overview of her as well as the easier to miss details. You know, like they gave a lot of good examples illustrating those points. You know, the let's see. Let me pull up one at random. In chapter 153, you know, where we got the training arc stuff where like Mimi's hesitating to share criticisms of Himika's practice, but then eventually she manages to psych herself up to do it. But it's things like that, just very good. Kirby Guy is the guy. He's just putting out the banger essays, one after another. Yeah. So pass, obviously. So and then I guess next I got the other Mei essay, who was from Smash. Apparently
legend.
Apparently he's also getting out these banger essays.
That's a sleeper hit Smash over here.
Yeah. I also pass off the bat. Like I love this guy. Like coming right out of the gate with an analysis of Mimi's bodacious bod.
Oh yeah. Honestly, they make their essays really stand out with like these amazing pictures right in the beginning.
Yeah. And despite phrasing it that way, it was in actuality it was a really complete description of a character design. As told as someone who has never seen the character before. Like most of the other essays, they were written from like you mentioned it, like a lot of them were written from the perspective of the audience already knowing the characters and story. But getting to see one that doesn't presume audience familiarity, was a little refreshing. Got the and it was written in a way that didn't feel like they were kind of like unnecessarily explaining. They were able to do it in a way it wasn't very annoying to someone like me who already knows all this stuff already. They just felt more like a good little refresher recap sort of thing. But focusing on her design was was not a bad way to start. Definitely, since her appearance is very important to her character. Her dissatisfaction with her body is, it's a type of dysmorphia, body dysmorphia, and treating that kind of thing with respect, is one of the things the story pretty much always gets right. Definitely appreciate that both from Nakamura, but also from Smash for being able to convey that. It wasn't too. I don't know. There wasn't too much I had to say. Just kind of appreciating those bits and bobs of the essay.
Shoutouts to Richmond in the chat. Shame we aren't talking about Hahari because I'm doing a U-Learn about sexual harassment.
Oh, damn.
So I think he's listening to us while doing Walmart computer trainings.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Anything else to say about this one?
Let me see if there's anything. I definitely appreciate it. They did have a lot of it's just illustrations out the wazoo to really showcase all that, everything they were saying. Definitely appreciate that. And yep. So then, I zoomed through it pretty quick. So last one is last year Luke's Mary.
Oh, and he's probably gonna pop in at any second here.
Mm-hmm.
Quick review before he's here.
All right.
Fail him before he gets here.
Unfortunately, no. This was a pass. It was a great highlight reel of Mary's best moments, and especially the experience of creatives by someone who is one. I did feel the manga screenshots to get a little numerous, and at times they kind of actually messed with they actually got in the way of the text. Sometimes there's at least one paragraph where it's literally cut in half because of the way the illustrations are put on there. But otherwise, it demonstrated a really clear understanding
He's
of
truly doing the jingle, jingle, jangle, jangle,
right. Yeah,
jangle, jangle.
yeah. It demonstrated a clear understanding of and personal resonance with the character on the part of the author. A real good example of that sympathetic parallelism, where you've both been through the same things, so you understand each other like on a very very deep level. It's difficult to get otherwise. Definitely like as a fellow writer artist myself, it was a very relatable essay. This is a character that was made for us creative folk. I think. I mean, it's like Nakama Nazar. We're like, okay, how do we get one for the artists and writers of our audience? Definitely her getting Shizuka in the writing. I mean, that was a
that's so
huge. I mean, that's a
cool.
huge moment,
Yeah.
not just for Mary, but just just for the story in general. Like, there's so few times where you see a GF fundamentally, change another one like that. And, I mean, I'm all here for it. Like, I mean, like, please have more moments like that.
Oh yeah, I'm such
in
a
the
huge
story,
fan
yeah.
of moments where like there's like a big like before this event and after this event
Mhm.
for the girl,
Yeah.
right? Like that was like such a cool moment where with Shizuka where I was like, oh, I see her path going forward, right? We kind of had one similar with this math shit with Sue. Go ahead, sorry.
I was gonna say, are we in Shizuka's post time skip era now?
I think so. Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, I think after
basically.
that, after with Meru, it really is just like a different era for Shizuka.
Mhm.
It's like I wouldn't call it subtle, but it's not like a major shift.
Yeah.
But it's substantial enough that I think you can say before and after.
Yeah. I mean, hell, we still get moments every once in a while where you see her sharing a writing with like Nano and
Mhm.
I think maybe other people. I don't know if he's done it with anyone else besides her, but
I also couldn't
it's
have
still-
imagined.
still-
Presumably in the background.
Yeah, and I couldn't
Mhm.
have imagined her down in monsters before then too. That's like a
Right, yeah.
huge change.
Yeah.
For her.
her blood pressure is like through the roof now. It's like,
Oh
but
man.
yeah. I mean, honestly, I don't have too much to say because it was just very personal and kind of intimate in a way. I definitely appreciated the statement of Luke's values at the end, where he like sort of the sort of how do you say, like, exhorts the audience to like never don't compare your art to other people's, don't compare your story to another person's story, because no one can tell your story the way you can. So it's always going to be
Oh yeah.
there's always going to be some value in putting it out there, because otherwise your story can't exist. Like no one else can do it for you, kind of thing. So
Yeah,
don't feel scared to do it, basically.
Something I've been
even
trying...
if it's
Oh, go ahead, please. Sorry.
yeah, even if it's kind of malformed, no one else
Yeah.
could malform it the way you could. That's valuable in and of itself.
Something I've been trying to internalize is this like idea of like, in order to make art, you have to be willing to make bad art. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And like I said, if any of you are interested, Harlan Ellison, the guy who wrote "I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream," he will. I mean, his stuff is so unorthodox, but it's enthralling. He's got such a way with words, but it breaks every fucking rule. If he turned some of these in a writing class, they would have failed him, because it's like I
Yeah.
said, like he'll be talking. Things are told out of order. Things are like bullet points will start, and then it will go to numbers, and then it will go to this format and that format. It's like it's such a fucking mess, but it feels like a contained, controlled, intentional mess. You know what I mean? So like. Yeah, I mean, feel free to experiment, because everything that ends up being like a famous piece of work broke conventions and scared people at first. I think of I've talked about the movie Amadeus, where it's all about Mozart, and like there's like the king, I don't know, the king of some country is like looking at his music and he's like, there's too many notes. There's just too many notes.
Yeah.
The human mind can't comprehend this many notes, because his music was so fast. And now, we rightfully understand that he was a genius. Go to I'm scared to speak on it because I'm probably not I'm worried I'm going to say something wrong, but like jazz, when that was first starting, right? I imagine people
Ooh,
were
yes.
like, right? Like people were like, well, that's
I mean, now
that's
granted,
weird.
part of that was because of the people who started jazz were
Of course.
of a certain skin color that wasn't appreciated back
But
then.
it's always because something's different, be it the art
Yeah.
or the people making it, right? And then people come to appreciate
Yeah.
that difference later. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. So then, yeah, that's it for me. I was very very short, sweet, and to the point. Yeah.
Oh, we got Bernard Rav talking about Of Mice and Men. Yeah, Of Mice and Men has always... I always think of that book as like the one book that I was made to read in school that I actually enjoyed. That one... I also enjoyed Lord of the Flies, to be fair. I really attached to like the story of that one, where it's like... what happens if you just drop a bunch of children on an island and they have to recreate society? How's that gonna go? You know?
Yeah, surprisingly, it doesn't go well. But
Yeah. Oh man, but yeah, no. Some great writings out there. You know. Let's see. I've seen a lot of Meru recently, and it's making me really like her. Just what, like in the canon, or just like out of canon?
I guess just out in the wild.
Yeah, I see her
In the
everywhere I
community,
look.
Yeah.
All right, is that all yours, Rios?
Yeah.
Okie doke. Who's next?
That would be I mean, unless Luke is here, then it would be Potato, right?
All right, this is working out
Okay.
perfect.
Yeah.
You ready, Potato?
Okay. I think so.
All right.
Hell yeah. I
Um,
was gonna say Bernard sees monster cans and thinks of Meru now.
Oh,
On
damn.
God, I kind of do too.
Man, Nakamura Nozawa, get that sponsorship going. You know, like that Monster Energy drink sponsorship.
That'd be crazy.
Imagine-
Just sponsored manga.
You know, like the chapter.
they could make like flavors for each of the girlfriends. You know, they can, like,
If that happened, I would eBay like all of them. I would I'll pay the fucking tariff, bro. I'll
Right.
import every
Worth it.
single one of those. Oh my god, guys, what monster flavor would you want? Okay, hypothetically, if they made a monster flavor for every girl, which one, and you could only get one, which one would you want?
Rin, obviously.
Right.
I want to taste that blood. I want to taste
getting
that
Matsuri,
salty,
and it's gonna taste
salty
like
iron,
yakisoba.
Rins would
iron
Everyone
flavored
names their favorite
monster.
girl.
Rins would use blood oranges.
Ooh, yes.
Ooh. Matsuris would just be a can of like instant yakisoba noodles. It's not
Ew.
even monster.
Yep, yeah.
It's like
You
super
could get like
salty.
beer for Natty.
Sorry,
Would
me-
Kurumis just be ramen noodles?
Right. Yeah, just like every single flavor imaginable. Like,
every
like,
single
forget 11 or
Walnuts.
spices. It's like,
Oh yeah, I've seen like pops
Ooh,
like
yeah.
that before, where it's like this. It's like a pop that has like what was that? Was there a Mountain Dew recently where it was like mystery flavor? There's 50 flavors in here.
yeah.
That would be her. That's fun.
Are there even 50 flavors to do
Right.
that?
they just say that for
Yeah,
marketing.
yeah.
you know.
Wow. You know what? That's a future stream. What
Oh.
flavor? What an esoteric.
I don't know enough about flavors.
All right, yeah, we'll bring on a professional food scientist.
A flavorologist.
Yes. All right, go ahead,
Flavor
Potato.
blend. Anyway, yeah.
yeah. So I'm actually gonna work my way back from Mel. I guess I'll start with Mela's Nemu essays.
Okay.
Mm.
And like it's kind of funny because when I was collecting all the essays, I wasn't sure to well, because I know some people submitted essays that weren't necessarily focused on one girl and were like more like talking about specific parts of the cast in general, and like and because of that, like stuff like Mela's essay on body languages I wasn't sure about, but then like I kind of ended up adding.
It's kind of similar to what happened with like the Sue love language sort of thing, where it's more of a specific, like zeroing in on one aspect of the character kind of thing.
I love
Yeah,
that.
but I ended up adding the body language essay anyway, and like I'm honestly really glad I did, because
Mhm.
reading the specific Nemu essay, I was kind of underwhelmed because it ended up reading a lot more like a like a basic description of Nemu plus like a kind of just a play-by-play summary of her first two chapters. And like Mela mentioned, I know part of the in the part of the essay about the sleepover chapter, Mela was talking about how the suplex she does on, I think, Iku, that he was saving that for another essay, which I know he was what he was talking about, because he was talking about the one where he examines like the various pro wrestling moves several of the girlfriends performed, and like I didn't include that in the pool because like I wasn't sure how to count that, whether it was like for multiple girlfriends or like I don't know, but at least for this first essay, like I have to say fail. It feels like it what it feels like is it feels like it's supplementing a more in-depth analysis that isn't there. But thankfully, the body language essay that Mela also submitted, where he goes into the physical mannerisms of Nemu, really caught my attention because it's the kind of thing that really that kind of changes how I'm gonna be viewing Nemu chapters going forward, because I'm like, oh hey, I didn't notice how Nemu's mannerisms with her hands, like he brings up how like he touches on the differences between Nemu's mannerisms when she's awake versus sleeping. Mela brings up how Nemu uh I'm reading the essay right now, and he brings up how the way Nemu clasps her hands in front of her, like in certain situations, might characterize her as being more like reserved or introverted. But then he brings up in the no
Oh,
Yeah, I
Papa
can
here.
still hear you.
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I
Luke
heard that
joined.
too.
Luke
Oh.
just popped in. You're good.
Hey, Luke, how's it going?
yeah, but then in the in the movie date chapter, he points out how her mannerism of clasping her hands together is kind of tweaked slightly because of the different context, and where it's portrayed uh as Nemu being a lot more happy, like being with Rin as a and they're bonding over that and stuff. And I yeah, like I'd say this I and I'd say this particular one passes. So I guess
Yeah.
Mela passes with Nemu overall, I suppose.
I'm a big fan of the title as well. No words needed. Study on
Yeah.
body language. That's a very clever title. And I think I did get a chance to read this at some point. At the moment, it's not letting me have access to it. But I think I did end up seeing this earlier. And I remember really liking it.
Yeah, Mel, give us access. Like, I want to see it.
And Mela is in the chat, and they do agree with your analysis, Potato, that the first
I
one
requested it.
is, yeah, the first one is very much a simple piece, but then the body language allowed them to go into a lot more detail and really show their stuff.
Richmond,
basically-
the
basically like
Marmite has arrived. That is
they
disgusting.
are insulting me in the chat.
They're insulting my heritage.
I don't eat Marmite.
Is that more Australian? That's more Australian, right? Not British.
It's
Yeah.
okay. It's like, oh, they're Marmite. You either love it or hate it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's kind of the thing over here. I hate it. So
I've never had it. I don't really plan to.
I've heard the legend.
It's salty, right? Like,
it's like salty. It's like salty, and it looks like tar. That's basically what Marmite is.
Appetizing.
Yeah, very.
What's next?
the stuff that the Smilodon sank into, and that's why the La Brea tar pits.
Ooh.
So with I guess moving on to Jay's Natty, like
Hell yeah.
I'm I'm kind of mixed on this one.
Oh damn.
Like
You have to break a fucking tie over here.
maybe because so I like on this like on the surface, like if if I had to convince someone on how good not Natty as a character, I also use Natty's American Patrol and the Farewell Nadian, and so seeing Jay use those chapters, like yeah, like that makes sense. Though, like I guess for me, like there are parts of it where I feel like Jay could have gone further with the analysis. Like,
Let me take a look
like for
here.
example, like Jay brings up uh how Natty is connecting with uh Chio, but like something that I don't see mentioned in the essay is how
Sorry, I just saw.
about
Man, I just saw him say
how
her scrumptious cake, her clean-shaven armpits, locally known as pitties. You know, man.
Luckily, no.
Fucking. You should have gotten me as your judge, brother. Yeah. This.
Jay has the where.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, okay. We read one for one of his earlier, right? Because I recognize this style. This was like the super
Yeah.
energetic one, right?
Yeah, they had the
It's a-
Akko.
This is the second Akko one.
This is a great style. But I see what you mean. So you're saying that you don't think he went like far enough in some of the analysis, Potato?
yeah, like he 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 touches on Chio's bond with Natty in the Merkin Patrol chapter, but like and like it makes sense. I guess I'd say I guess I'd say to add on the analysis of that chapter, like something I find really compelling about Natty and Chio's dynamic that's established in this chapter is that Natty sees a lot of her old self in Chio with like having to adhere to like rules and that sort of thing. And 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 the fact that Natty with her current self being, like being all free and all that is able to able to kind of get into Chio's head that, like you it's it's okay to just be a kid and like how I guess it kind of also touches on the whole fact that like with Chio's mom gone that she's kind of had to grow up too fast and that and I guess Natty seeing her old self in Chio it's something that I feel could have been touched on, I suppose.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you want? I mean, I'll say my vote would be for a pass, just because I love the energy. I could agree with that. Maybe he could dive deeper in certain elements, but like this is the. I mean, my main, at least for me when I was judging, my main thing is like believing and seeing the love on like another level, right? So I my vote would be for pass, but I mean, I'm willing to hear out everyone else's as well.
Let me see.
Um,
I want to
As the
compare.
person who proofread this, like I proofread it for Jay, I think this is, it's very much it's a well energized one, like how they
Mhm.
did with their Akko fashion essay. I think this one was it was a bit more generalized, and so it
Yeah.
was a bit
Little
less
weaker.
focused.
Yeah.
It was a bit less focused
I think part
than
of
the
it also
Akko
that.
one. And also, just Akko is their favorite character I
Yeah.
know
Mhm.
compared to Natty. But Natty, I think they did well at just emulating the certain flavor that Natty adds to the harem, but it's very much it's very much I love the spice that they add to it, but it's
The
like
spice is there, the content is not.
yeah.
So
And
like
also,
maybe
I mean,
could we ask Jay if he's adamant about getting a natty expert role? Could we ask Jay to maybe like do a specified one like he did with Akko, like about natty? I'd be curious to see that.
Yeah, I think that'd be
Yeah.
good.
All right,
Either
Jay.
that
Yeah.
or buff this one up a little bit more with
Yeah.
a couple extra things, something like that.
Yeah. All right.
Like I think the Yaku one was only like 2 sentences, if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah, and like that Yaku section also reminded me that like he Jay mentions Yaku not being able to understand Natty, and like part of me like I partly agree with him to a point, but like something I find really interesting about Yaku's dynamic with Natty is that you know her also coming from a traditional Japanese, kind of the way she grew up, like it um it's it's through Natty's interactions with Yaku that we really get to see that uh for all the Westabuing that she puts up, she's still that Natty still very much values that traditional Japanese part of her. And I find that really interesting because I feel like a lesser writer would have just had Natty completely reject
Yes.
like her
Her
that
heritage, basically.
traditional Japanese
Completely
Yeah.
agree.
and
Consistently a theme with Nakamura is like usually for the most part not forgetting like other elements of the character, right? In the same way that a lesser writer would have Rin completely like take out the fucking violin and like smash it on the ground and be like, I never wanted
Yeah.
this, you know.
yeah,
it- oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. You're doing well,
Yeah.
Potato.
yeah, and I just really like these moments Yaku and Natty have together, like I think for Kishika's first rooftop her roof Kishika's rooftop chapter with the family when everyone's when they're having the kendo tournament, like the fact that it's established that Yaku and Natty are the ones with actual training in kendo, and then like in the yokai chapter when Yaku and Natty are reminiscing about like the ball that the girl was playing with, it was something that they also enjoyed in their childhood, and it's moments that like these that like make me appreciate how Yaku is kind of like this safe space for Natty to be able to be in touch with her traditional Japanese upbringing without being suffocated by like all that her family was putting her through.
I like that. Does this essay touch on that at all, or is this just coming from you?
So what Jay mentions is I'm trying to find the specific text. It's below the picture with Natty with Shio, and like I think he says Miss Natty has things
Oh,
to
yep,
say
I
about
see it.
everyone, even though not everyone can understand her, as seen with Yaku. And like I guess that kind of like got my
Brain going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I mean, there's so many like understated little dynamics that like aren't even like super in your face. They're just like there,
Yeah.
and if you notice them, you get like an enhanced 2.0 experience of this manga. I mean, to me, that is what I judge media on these days. Like, I read something and like, does it feel surface level, or does it feel like something that's really meaty that I can really dig into, you know? And like, it's so much to dig into. I mean, look at what we're doing right now. We're doing a fucking 5-hour
Right.
stream where everyone wrote essays on their favorite girls. Do that with fucking, I don't know, what's like a really, do that with like, I don't even know if you could do that with
Girlfriend,
like,
no, Rent a Girlfriend. That's
Oh,
just
yes.
been announced
Or,
for 50 for some reason.
I was trying
Yeah.
desperately
Or
to come up
solo
with
leveling.
a different example. Yeah,
Solo
do that-
leveling.
do that with any, oh yeah. Give me an essay on the hype aura moments. You know.
Okay, but yeah, I'm saying on something other than the hype or because
I
like
don't
does
even know-
anything other than that exist in Solo Leveling? I've never watched it, so I don't.
I watched the first season of Solo Leveling and I was just bored watching it. It's
Yeah,
like, what
I
is
watched-
the story?
All
But
right.
yeah, overall, I can concede on passing for this one. I guess like
We can either pass it or we can say spiff it up a little and then
Yeah.
we'll pass it. I'm down with doing that if you want, because like if he makes this as good as his Akko one, then that's an easy
Yep.
pass.
yeah, this feels like a really easy pass with the second draft,
Do it up.
I'd say.
You heard him. You heard the man. All right. What's next?
I think my last one is the
Bawa,
Oh, here we
prepare
go.
to be judged.
I know. Here we go.
Yeah, I mean, like, well, with the, I really like the section where you talk about her visual design with how, for, it's really interesting how conflicting her brash personality is with this like this frilly like the fact that the girls are initially like assumed she was like one of those prim and proper girlfriends, but like no, she's like really salt of the earth kind of girl. And I like how you highlight how these clothes are these clothes she's wearing is out of love for her designer parents, and how like looking at her initially you might think she's like really what's the word, like that she might be vain with how
She dresses.
really she looks, but like in actuality she's really this is something she's doing out of pride for her parents, which like really highlights her family values.
Something I just thought about right now too is like, this is a very abnormal thing to wear while cooking something as messy as like cooking yakisoba, right? And
Right.
like the way that I you could almost look at it if we're talking about like her wearing this being like pride for her parents. And you can kind of look at it in the same way as like a husband or a wife who always keeps their wedding ring on. Like, no, I ain't taking that shit off when I go to my job, or even when I do dishes. I'm keeping that shit on forever. You know what I mean? Like, I love her. I
I'm
love the idea-
operating heavy machinery. I'm keeping that ring on.
I just love the idea of her being like everyone's like, you're gonna get fucking like grease speckles on the fucking outfit, and she's like, no, I won't. I'll simply just cook it safer. I will dodge the speckles.
Like
I'll
with
be a better
Mimi in
cook.
the ramen chapter.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've gotten a lot of love for. I mean, like I said, this is a good time to talk about this essay because this has been the month of Matsuri. You know what I mean?
Right?
Like just like
She's being so good.
just
so
like in,
I've been-
oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say I've just been ascending the last like month and a half. Like it's just been peak nonstop every
Oh,
chapter.
It's when you've loved a girl from the beginning, and then like this is the month where all the normies are finally
Right.
coming along to your opinion, and you're like, finally,
Hey,
what?
wait a minute. Is
vindication.
Matsuri actually peak?
Yeah.
She really
Oh,
is.
no.
God.
She is. She has been from day one. And
Yeah,
I
you-
wrote this before the big wave of Monster
Mhm,
new
yeah.
content,
He saw it.
right?
He saw it, and I couldn't. You know what I mean? And for that, I will never forgive myself. Bowing at the altar of Matsuri, please forgive me. Loving
Bowing
this.
at the altar of Bawa.
Well,
Whoa.
you can bow at the altar of both, because look at this fucking cool piece of art
Right?
you got commissioned.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't gotten art commissioned to being Rin. Like,
You should
who
draw
else
you in
here-
Rin.
Yeah, I can go one step further by doing.
Oh, you should draw
Yeah.
yourself showing Rin that movie that awakened you. That'd be
Oh,
cute.
yeah.
Like, well, this is my awakening. Oh, that's so
Maybe,
cute.
maybe.
But so in this art, Bawa, are you both watching season 2 of 100 Girlfriends?
Yeah, we're watching the final scene of season 2 where he gives the whole speech.
So I'm imagining that basically she's just like, oh, you just wait a couple more seasons, I'll be there, and you're like, I know, girl,
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Gets caught
pretty
up on
much
what
the
happened
idea.
before he joined the family.
Oh, but yeah, all that to say, I think it's important. I think that's extra points as well, though. The fact that he got this commission. I remember, I think it was me that told you should put that in there, Bawa.
Yeah, you did tell me.
And don't think I didn't notice the Times New Roman font, you
Yes!
fancy bastard. The only one here who used anything other than the default default
I gotta-
font.
I gotta make it look good. I gotta make it stand out.
Bro, and it did. I was like, damn, oh my god, I'm back in fucking college.
Right?
Awesome. Well, that's an easy pass, I assume.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, Luke, are you fucking ready? I suppose we could just check chat.
I'm ready. I've got all the notes up I had for everyone.
Hold on, let me just
On
get
my
off
end.
of Hornful Stone's Patreon and go back to the
Oh.
chat. He's dropping bangers in there, man. I'll tell you what. Thief
Don't
knows.
show the porn on stream.
No,
again.
no,
Right.
it wasn't on. It was on my phone. I was on my phone. Just to,
You just want to accidentally show it anyway.
that's all. I didn't even think about that. That's so funny. Let's see. Any good chats, y'all? God damn it! I missed my own submission. Coca Beans. Well, good news, Coca Beans. You can rewind.
Yeah.
Let's see. Not the complicated anime when you have to think. I don't know what we're talking about.
Also,
Just talking about what you said. We're talking about how you like stories that are more than service level. I guess Des Malone is not a appreciator of such stories. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Keep the ring on even when your husband doesn't love you anymore and love another. You're just stacking rings. I got like 3 on there, you know. They've grown into my skin. That's some cool art. Kirby guy likes your art, or the art you commissioned, Bawa. I'm getting my hair done right now. Kirby guy getting his
Okay,
hair
okay.
did. I'm looking forward. I don't remember if Kirby guys ever dropped a pic of themselves, but if you're comfortable, show me the fucking show me the cut.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kirby guy's asking, have you done the meme essay yet?
The only
Yeah,
ones that we have left are
that was
Oh, yeah, I
Grimes
did
did it.
okay.
So-
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little
Also-
short, but yeah.
Also, as well, Rios, I did see the points he made on my
Yeah.
on my Meru one. I'm like, that's fair. That's fair. The points you made on mine.
Red,
Yeah,
stop
thank you.
gooning. And listen, I got a notification that Hornful Stone said some shit. He was talking about like I don't know, like struggling to draw Hasua's hair or something.
Oh my god, yes. The hair.
Last night.
Yeah, well, I didn't check it until now, did I? Fucking maybe you're more of a gooner than I am. I was too busy fucking my actual girlfriend, motherfucker.
Oh, okay. All right, damn, okay. I'm the nuclear ops now here.
Hashtag humble brag.
Well, you know what? I won't continue because then it will become a humble brag.
Yeah, okay, so we got Junez doing the astronaut in space meme with Matsuri and Bawa, where it's like, you know,
Oh,
like
is it-
wait a minute, Matsuri is peaking and Bawa's like always was. And we hear the Hunter x Hunter music.
I assume that's what you're going for.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or well, no, because in the meme you hear the crescendo of that Hunter x Hunter soundtrack. What is it? Something like
Oh, or is it the
No.
Yes.
Yes, I figured since you actually have seen Hunter, you probably Recognize it.
I think I've told you this before. There's a part in that show where Chrollo is like orchestrating like his whole group to just like mass murder the entirety of fucking dollar store New York City, and it's literally called York New, by the way. we just flipped it.
That's probably like the most. That's probably like the most well-known moment from that arc.
It's fucking amazing, but my uncultured ass. There's like a song playing, and I'm like, wow, this is really good, Hunter x Hunter song. What a cool OST, and it's like some fucking Mozart song. Because it's like the... They're like playing that in that scene, and I'm like trying to find this Hunter x Hunter OST. Like, where is it? It's like, no, it's just a Creative Commons Mozart song. It's too anime brand.
Right.
Okay, so... Fuck you, Richmond. You're so mean to me for no reason. Every time I say anything, here he goes, fucking talking about things that give him joy. Fuck you. All right.
Talking about real life, like stop spoiling real life. I'm also getting to that point.
I didn't know. Yeah, I haven't caught up to the Mozart lore yet.
I saw a funny message in chat. Junzi said it's like the astronauts in space meme.
That's
Wait,
exactly what he's
Pete,
talking
and then it's
about.
me, and I'm like, always has
Right,
been.
yeah.
Excellent. All right, Luke. Cook.
All right. Since Scott's in the chat, your time is now, Scoot. All right. I did initially put this as fail, but I'm willing to change based on what your guys' opinions are. So, and obviously I did put the what I liked about it, and also what I think can be improved on it. I feel like Scoot, out of all of them, I don't know because I haven't had a chance to go through them all. Like, was he the only one who actually did it as a PowerPoint?
No, there was a couple. Well, I don't know if it was...
There's a few.
Yeah, there was a couple Google Slides. Yeah.
All right, but I did like the way he took that, like, because it's like, oh, this is like very retro of like when you're back in school or college,
Yeah.
like doing essays and that. So I really did like that about it, and also the fact that he does bring up the point, which I don't think a lot of people do say this about Rentaro, because they always go like, oh, Rentaro's always looking out for his girlfriends, I'm like, no, he'll look out for just about anyone. Like in the very first chapter episode where he's spends 4 hours helping that teacher find the contact lens.
Yeah, or the when he puts on a fucking construction helmet and he's like, time to... Although that was for his girlfriends, but I feel like he'll help anyone.
That was for his girlfriends.
Okay, there's gotta be a better example.
Yeah, and I did like that he does bring up how he would like to, when he saw Rentaro, how he wishes he could be inspired by Rentaro. So it is nice that he did get some inspiration from Rentaro, and how he can relate to some aspects of Rentaro. For example, Rentaro can't say no to his girlfriends, and Scoot cannot say no to his nephew.
Yeah,
I was just that's cute.
I know that I've been very inspired by Rentaro. It sounds fucking stupid, guys, but if you ever get yourself into a relationship and you want it to last, anytime you have an argument with your partner, stop and be like, what would Rentaro do? And unironically, that relationship will last forever. I'm not even kidding. I have had moments where I'm getting a little frustrated with Allie, and I'm like, Rentaro wouldn't let it bother him. Rentaro would be like, you know what? She probably had a bad day. I'm gonna go make her an omelet.
Yeah. And the last thing that I did love about his essay is that whenever he's talking about a point in the actual essay, he always inserts a part of the manga that relates to that topic at hand. So it'll be point, and then it'll go to a panel from the manga, point, and then it'll go to a panel from the manga. But the thing that I was like, is this a fail? I feel like it's because of just he repeats a bit too much in this, and it's a bit too short. It's like what Ryo said about the Kus. Oh, was it Ryo? Someone said about
Your friend's Kusari one.
It was too short. It was presented well. I will give it that. It was presented well. But I do wish he had gone into more different aspects of how Rentaro connects with his girlfriends. Even though he does bring up the points about how he relates to them, he doesn't really go into like what Rentaro does to sacrifice for his girlfriend. For example, like he didn't bring up the fact that Rentaro sacrificed sleep for people like Shizuka, Karane, and Hakari, which I would have thought would have been like one of the easiest things to like bring up about like what makes Rentaro such a unique main character. The fact that he will literally sacrifice hours, days of sleep for his girlfriend, such as like literally typing out in an ebook of a book just for his girlfriend, just so that she has a way to communicate without actually having to look at the book each time.
I had I had one by Scoot as well, and my main thing, and I assume you'll agree with this for this one as well, Luke. But my main thing was like I want to hear more of Scoot's thoughts. Scott's, is it Scott or Scoot? I'm just gonna say I want to hear more of Scoot's thoughts. I don't want to see him just summarizing things that I already know. I want to dive into what Scoot thinks about these characters, what Scoot thinks is going to happen in the future. You know, much less what's actually happened, much more tell me what's in your brain, because I can see the manga, I can't see your brain. Take your brain, put it on the page.
I agree with that totally. Like I said, Scoot, it was presented well. You just needed a little bit more.
And remember, hit up Bawa, hit up Rios, hit up Thief. Any of them, I'm assuming, would be willing to help you.
Yeah, I was gonna say too. I helped Scott like proofread the Rentaro essay and all that, and I kind of give him similar feedback. Like, I think he should add a little bit more of his own thoughts and you know, kind of buff up. in a little bit more detail how his opinions of Rentaro, rather than just reciting surface level stuff and stuff we've already read in the manga.
Well,
I think with a little more work, it's definitely a pass.
I think a good example too is was it Jay that was doing these like the really energetic, like crazy hyper ones?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, who left? Is everyone okay?
Oh, Potato is heading out.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Potato.
Okay.
Appreciate you.
Yep, thank you.
I'll hit you up later about. Well, I guess he's gone, but no, I'll hit him up later about paying him. But yeah, Jay. I think Jay is such a good example of like a style like if Jay wrote like that for a college paper, they would have been like, what the fuck? What's all these emojis and all the cussing and the like 4 exclamation marks? But like it worked so well. It was like it was unique. It was creative. I would have never thought to write like that, but it works. It actually kind of reminds me, one of the first fanfics I ever wrote. I was nervous about how to portray emotions, right? Because like I wasn't confident in my ability to like end each statement with like he said with a smile on his face, and I just wanted to write like a script basically. So I just wrote a script of what they were saying and used emojis like as like tone indicators. So like my first ever fanfic, it's just filled to the brim with emojis, and I remember showing it to Allie and she was like, that's creative. Yeah. So, but I love it. It worked really well. So, I mean, I think that's a lesson, Scott. Like put yourself into it, right? Don't feel like you have to like make it perfect or take out any personality. Just write what you feel. And I guarantee you will like that way more than something that you need, you know, oh, I got to go through all these programs and make sure the grammar's right and blah, blah, blah. No, man, just like put your heart onto it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Totally. So, again, do you think it was do you think it's fair for me saying that it was a fail this time, but like with a bit of a touch up, it could definitely be a pass?
Well, absolutely. That's what we've done with every fail so far. I said the same thing about a previous one. I think I completely agree.
Okay.
Since they're gonna be future rounds, I guess I don't know if that's right.
I'm not sure how often, but definitely, yeah. Once we get enough resubmits, we can do a quick little, and it doesn't have to be a stream every time. You know, it can be kind of like a at the Discord. Hey, a new expert has joined the council.
Has been christened.
Yeah. Be sure to welcome him in, give him his plate of cookies. Mm-hmm. You remember the join the dark side? We have cookies. That's kind of what I was going.
Oh, wait, yeah. Where's that from? Because I've heard it, but I don't remember.
I just remember there was a bunch of T-shirts that like said it on there, like when I was like, a kid. I think
it sounds like something from Robot Chicken. It definitely sounds like something from Robot Chicken.
Or maybe just the internet, like Tumblr internet. Those those long gone, forgotten, nostalgic days.
Thank you, Richmond. Richmond appreciates my using emojis in a fanfic idea. Yeah. I mean, if you ever want to see what I wrote, I can send it to you. It was like a cathartic release of emotions. I basically just used Killua from Hunter x Hunter as like my conduit for like emotional shit I was going through, and just fucking cooked. It was a good time.
You showed me that one, right?
I showed you the
or was it?
Digital Circus one. I don't know if you
Yes,
read the...
yeah, that was
okay.
one.
Yeah, no. At the time, I was having issues with over analyzing every single conversation I ever had. So like, I didn't feel like I was a real person. I felt like every time I had a conversation, I was like sticking to like a script to not like insult, or like hurt people's feelings, or I was too concerned about how people felt about me. So like I felt like every conversation I had was like pre-planned, like scripted, and I was like, oh, I could kind of like attach that to Killua, since he was like raised from birth to be like an assassin, to like, get in with people and to be able to kill them. So like, I would imagine he'd have a hard time making like close connections as well, and maybe have that same issue. So I basically had him and Gon have a conversation about like him not feeling like his connection with him was genuine and real, because he didn't know what was real in his emotions. It was a very cathartic fanfic. Yeah. All right, moving on.
Yeah, moving on to Richmond Shizuka.
I see a pass, Richmond.
This one was like the easiest one, like out of all of them, like definite pass.
There you go, Rich. Richmond's this whole time in chat's been saying, "I'm cooked. I'm so cooked. There's no way."
He's cooked because he's been cooking. He was cooked.
I read it and I was like, yeah, definite pass on my end, 100%.
You're cooked like a chicken breast, fully and safely.
Yeah, and it was very much from the first part where he was like, he really dives into like how much Shizuka has grown throughout the series, from literally the moment she's introduced, and he mentions like how much he doesn't say brave, but I would assume that that's what he's going for, like with the hair disaster, like getting in the helicopter with May, and obviously the food festival. And my second note was like, I appreciate that this was something I did not notice until Richmond actually brought it up. The fact that she's been adding terminology into her text speeches. I was like,
that's crazy.
Like, wow, that is something I did not pick up on.
Oh yeah, no, some of that shit is not in her fucking books, man.
Yeah, so that was like, okay, Richmond, you've clearly got it, dived into this character, found almost every little aspect about this character.
Can I please hold on, chat? I know it's probably a mistype, but it's too funny to me. Mela, you did it, Reginald, or maybe it's on purpose. I don't know. It just made me laugh.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, and again, totally forgot that I had to literally go back and see this. Like, wait, did Nano help Shizuka to swim? So I was like, oh wow, she actually did.
Yeah, it was one of those little minor deals in the Nano Meet the Girlfriends arc that even the anime they were like they brought it up and were like, oh hey, was that in the manga originally? And yes it was.
My stupid essay on Shizuka. So this is my dumb as fuck essay. What a way to open. Man, I'm
artificially setting our expectations low.
Yeah, I'm sensing a
low
self-esteem here, and there's no reason to, because you're cooking, my friend.
No. You really cooked with this one. I do appreciate it. But there was one thing that I did actually point out, because it just made me laugh. It's not a negative, and I do make that clear. It's not a negative. It's when he says, I personally like to think that Shizuka asked Nano to come with her, but we first see true hints of something more in chapter 39 when we see her going book shopping with Shizuka. The fact that instead of she, put she. So it's like, okay, that was something that I picked up on, and it just made me laugh.
Oh, tab 2. Okay, there's a second tab on his essay. Let me check that.
Right. Yeah.
You can keep going.
All right. Oh, okay. Sorry. But also, again, just love the attention to detail. Like he goes into like, okay, this is the point I want to make. This is the certain chapter I want to make where this point actually happened. So again, like going to each and okay. What point do I want to make? Okay, I want to make a point about Shizuka and her mother. Like, what chapter is that from? Chapter 135. Okay, I'm gonna get the point. I'm gonna get the points in that. So I really like how you structured that, Richmond, and the passioning going into how important Nano is to Shizuka, even more so to because I feel like Nano. If you were gonna like say with relationships between Nano, Shizuka, and Rentaro. Like, I feel like Nano slightly might love Shizuka more than Rentaro at times.
Blasphemy.
Yeah.
Blasphemy.
I mean, to be fair, we did just get that volume extra.
We got the Nano serious arc as well, and the first the first person that she's like that Nano breaks at is like Shizuka, for Shizuka not remembering her.
Okay.
I'm not saying it to be blasphemy, Red, but at times I'm like, I don't know.
I mean,
I feel
Red,
like
have you seen the latest volume extra? I mean,
Yeah, have you seen?
Oh yeah, okay. I'll have to look. I have not. All right.
Yeah, but this is.
I'm expecting full scissoring.
Okay, well, unfortunately, it's not that.
And this was a problem, and we'll get to it. This was a problem that Minstrel had, which Richmond avoided. It wasn't an over-bloated essay. It was straight to the point, the points he wanted to make, and he didn't drink any of them out. The only thing that I do wish this is more like a structure of the essay, is that the paragraphs were more spaced out. That was really the, and also, like, I really wish he had gone more in his thoughts about the relationship between Meru and Shizuka, because Meru's and Shizuka's relationship really should have been more touched upon, but it wasn't to the extent that he did with Nano and Shizuka. And I get Nano and Shizuka have more of like, I've had more of a longer connection, but I really wish he had done more with that. But and also as well with the dynamic that Shizuka has with the other girlfriends, such as when Karane in chapter 4, like when we have the whole getting introduced to Shizuka to the other girlfriends, Karane's like, don't hold back, be yourself. I really wish he had included stuff like that. But overall, the things that he said, like the way he structured it, the way he got straight to the point, the way he's really thought about Shizuka as a character, that was an instant pass for me.
Dude. I just looked down. Richmond, I need them to scissor, please. There's a real intense need down there.
I also want to shout out.
It's not even a want, it's a need.
It's above like food and shelter on the hierarchy. Oh wow!
I also wanted to shout out.
Isn't as much as I would have liked. Okay, fair enough. I just wish you had brought it up a bit more. That's all.
What were you saying about shouting out? Go ahead.
Oh, I just wanted to shout out Duo Friend in the chat. They were talking about they're gonna make a song for Kusari. I think that's a cool idea.
Yeah, definitely fucking
spice it up.
And by the way, if you do, that's a great submission for expert. I can't remember. Did they already pass?
No, they didn't.
were.
Okay.
That's why they're like, hey, I could probably do this to hype it up.
Dude, if you make a fucking song and it's even like halfway good.
See, if I had passed them, then we wouldn't even have the option of this immaculate song. I mean,
exactly.
Playing the long game here.
Oh, that would go so hard. If any of you can even like do half of like the talent that like a Stupendium or like a Rustage or a Schwabity do like fucking anime raps, but for all the girls, that would go hard. But yeah, I also I'm not sure if anyone's noticing. I've highlighted her expressive little toes on Richmond's.
Yeah, our heads are covering it, but yeah, I can.
Oh damn!
I can see it. Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
I just appreciate that. I remember that too, right? Because it's like she's reading, and they're moving. That's fucking cute. God damn.
Rentaro was like detailing like how each type of movement like relates to this specific. It means that she's reading this part, the type of book. Maybe.
That's true love, motherfuckers. I'll tell you what. Noticing little things like that, I love that shit. And then did everyone see on tab 2 that he also did like all the things I love about her style rant?
Yeah,
No,
five guys.
I completely missed that.
Oh.
Completely missed that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
And you
Richmond.
passed without that, so that's just extra
Yeah.
credit.
Yeah.
105%. All right.
Yeah. So 105%, Richmond.
Very excited to have you on a future stock stream. Next time fucking Shizuka does something crazy and we're talking about Shizuka stock, oh man, it's gonna go hard. It's gonna go hard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Now we're on to Minstrel. Well, now I really was like, I want to be proved wrong about Mimimi. I really want to be proved wrong, and I did put the disclaimer that before I talk about my points with the essay, they've done what I wanted them to do. Like, Mimimi is no longer my least favorite character,
Hey.
so that's something they did. That's something they did. So well done, Minstrel. But at the same time, I did fail them at both essays. But again, like, touch up on both these essays, and it will be worthy pass in the future.
Yeah, and I just wanted to make sure you're not like just failing it because you don't like Mimimi, right? You're actually like
no.
Yeah, they said they love. Well, they like Mimi now, or Luke said they like Mimi more.
Yeah. She's never going to be my favorite character, but she's no longer my least favorite character. And I was being as unbiased and fair as possible. But the problem with this one is like, Red, go click on it.
Oh
Just click on it.
Can't wait. I love Mimi from top to toe. Oh lord,
That is
Look,
terrifying.
Just
That
click,
is scary.
Just click on this.
here it comes. My computer's gonna explode just from all the. Oh my god!
Please, paragraphs.
You-
Paragraphs are
see-
your friend.
You see what I
Their friend, not foe.
mean?
Oh,
You see what I
see this?
mean?
horrific. Okay, well, how's the content?
Whoa.
Okay. So my first point was like, oh, holy crap! How am I gonna read all of this? If Mistral goes back and reworks this, I think it will make for a great essay. It just doesn't work for me personally as a reader, because I get that Minstrel was trying to do like their own version. It was basically trying to be like,
yeah.
okay, how can I do the Red Scroll speech, but just for Mimimi? And it is nice that Minstrel does point out the various traits about Mimimi. However, it does need elaborating on more and explain why it's a classic case of show, don't tell. Because one notable example is that Minstrel repeats how they love how Mimimi forgives Nano without really elaborating on that in any way. And I did bring it up here. I love the fact that Mimimi has forgiven Nano. I just love that Mimimi has forgiven Nano. I just love that Mimimi has forgiven Nano. I just love that Mimimi has forgiven Nano. And
Adding now.
yeah, and I love that Mimimi has forgiven Nano because it's really beautiful, and that's all like Minstrel says. I'm like, you've not really explained to me like why that
Yeah.
why you love that.
I love her beautiful and pointy nose. I love her signature Desuwa. I love Mimi's outfit from Dragon Ball.
That was one of my notes. Like, too much repeating of the same point. I love her signature Desuwa. Like, they say that like probably about 10 times. in
So
that.
they're padding. That's not, yeah. What the hell?
It's literally
Rentro didn't pad. God damn it.
It's kind of like a mix between my essay and the Nia's Usami essay is probably what I would most accurately call it.
Yeah. And my other point was that the way this is structured, I feel it needs altering the whole I love Mimimi's character aspect, because it just seems like it's more focused on the surface level of Mimimi's beauty.
I think that's just a minstrel problem.
That is the minstrel problem. And, well, I did find like other aspects that they do bring up about Mimi's character. It's what I said about Richmond's about it not being overbloated. This was very overbloated. It was. I would have loved to have seen more about what makes Mimimi unique to Minstrel and how she stands out from the rest of the characters.
Like if I was
A
writing,
lot of us.
do you mind if I'll say my thing real quick?
Yeah, go on.
If I was writing a Mimimi essay, despite the fact that she's like bottom 5 probably for me, I would focus up on my favorite element of Mimimi, which is the fact that she sees beauty in everything, right? Like the fact that, because when I first saw her, character I thought it was. And they do a really good bait and switch in her intro chapter, right? You think she's just kind of a vain, self-obsessed, you know, for lack of a better word, bitch. And you know, but like it's pretty obvious that she sees beauty in everything. I mean, she's the type of person who, you know, you'll go out to like a flower field with her and she'll be like, this is gorgeous, and she'll talk about like she'll talk about the individual petals and like the variance in colors. You know that meme where it's like, the boyfriend, what color is this? It's blue. The girlfriend, what color is this? It's a violet tinge with what's up?
Oh,
Huh?
oh, I can hear him. Yeah, I've heard. Or wait,
Red?
Can you not hear me?
oh, wait, can you not hear him? Oh wait, I think Luke's
Luke might be dropping out.
Goodbye, Luke.
Oh damn.
Is he okay? Is that bro? He's got to re-enter his idea in over there.
Oh damn.
Sorry.
Yeah, baby, I got a good laugh. Let's go.
Yeah, I missed all of that. My internet was messing up a bit.
I
then.
see. Well, I all I was saying was I was just talking about how if I was writing a Mimi essay, I would focus on the fact that she sees beauty in everything. It's not just her own form and the beauty of other people's forms. Like, she's the type of person you could like cloud gaze with her, and she would just like be talking very poetically about how gorgeous the mixes of like blues and violets are and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, that is the element of Mimi that I like. And if that's not being mentioned at all here, and it's just like how pointy her nose is, that's you know.
Another thing that I did bring up is that because it was structured like the Rentaro speech, it made it difficult on my eyes when I was like trying to read it. And for me, as a dyslexic, that is a certain problem, and I didn't have that with the other essays.
Something about saying as a dyslexic instead of saying as a dyslexic person makes it sound like a slur. You fucking dyslexic.
But I am dyslexic, so I am dyslexic, though.
Oh, I know. Shout out, Allie is too, like bad, so she can relate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of us.
There was one. Oh, sorry, Rios.
You know, I'll say like a lot of us did do this, you know, sort of Rentaro style essay, but you know, most of us, it wasn't 100% of the essay. You know, it wasn't as long. I mean, you know, I mean, mine was, you know, pretty decent length, but I think.
Giggity.
I don't know. The way Minstrel does it, it does feel difficult on the eyes. I mean, even I, as a non-dyslexic person, am like, please don't make me read that.
I feel like there's also like he's done better like in Reddit. I've seen Reddit posts from him where he's kind of cooking harder than this, right? Am I crazy?
Well, I haven't seen his Reddit.
No, you're
post,
right.
So I can't
Yeah.
comment, but yeah.
Anyway.
And there was one point that I did find where they said, I don't know, is Minstrel he or she?
I think it's a he.
You know, yeah.
Okay, where he says, "I love how innocent and pure Mimi is, like that she never even kissed or thought of anything perverted." I feel like he could have used this as a way to point out to me how wrong I was to dismiss Mimi as just being a pure narcissist, because that's it. That's really what Rentaro would think would be like at the beginning of the series. Like, he's like, I'm not going to think about anything perverted. So I feel like he could have used that as a way to like, hey, Luke, you were wrong to dismiss Mimi as a narcissist. These are the points that I want to bring up on that. And I did find like how he mentions that Mimi happily teaches the other girls about her beauty knowledge and becoming more beautiful herself and helping others to become more beautiful in the process. But again, it would have worked if it just wasn't jumbled in with everything else. Like, I really had to dig deep to find that. Even though I'll admit it's a good point, but I still really had to dig deep to find
What
that.
is the point again? I want to make sure I understand it, because I felt like I disagreed with it from what you said. He's trying to unironically say that she doesn't think perverted thoughts ever.
He says in one of I love how innocent and pure Mimi is, that she could never even kiss or thought of anything perverted.
That's stupid. What are you talking about?
That does have some what's the word, like purity culture. Energy to it, but, you know.
I mean, listen, this
Yeah.
is going to be a difference of opinion thing here, right? I just think that it's a strange manga for you to be reading if you're like super
Right.
into girls that are super pure. There's probably better manga for you out there, brother. And like I think that it's checking out to me now why he was so upset about the Mimi hand job chapter. That
Yeah.
was truly his 9/11.
That's very not pure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know
Like,
what?
can you imagine? I can't even imagine something more impure than hand holding. Like, can you? Like, I mean,
It's just like, you know, how
How
weird.
vile.
What do you want? Like, I don't understand. Do you want them to like never do anything? You know, so what are you saying? You don't want her to ever kiss Rentaro, which I know isn't true. Like they've definitely kissed, right? Like I
she's,
don't.
damn, she's even showing her panties to him, like once on accident.
They're getting
Second-
married.
And, right.
Yeah, which is the ultimate sin.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I don't know, man. It's I think we just have very different takes on why we. I'll say this, right? If I've talked about this before, but every once in a while I'll find a TikTok by. Usually it's like a woman and they're like talking about how much they love a certain anime, and then they're like, I love it. These men don't love it the same way I do, right? Or it's usually like it's a little gross sometimes. It's like, all right, just let people like things. But this is truly one of those moments where it's like, you love 100 Girlfriends, I love 100 Girlfriends, but you don't like it like I like it.
We are not the same. Like you like Mimi because she's I like Mimi because she's a densely written character with lots of facets. You like her because she's beautiful. We are not the same. Like that kind of meme.
You like Mimi because she's pure, I guess, and for whatever reason that makes her a better woman for you. I don't know. It's strange.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
I think one
Yeah.
thing that helps understand this is that
Yeah.
Minstrel has talked about viewing Rentaro as a self-insert character and not an actual character in and of itself.
Oh, interesting. And that proves what I'm saying, right? Like we are viewing the series from such different lenses. That's
Yeah.
one of the reasons why, like in the beginning of our content, I made very clear to like really talk about like the political lens I was coming at this series from, which is that like I see it from like a progressive standpoint. I choose to look at it like Nakamura is out here basically like pro polyamory. Let's go. I'm fucking shifting the cultural needle. I'm opening the Overton window to slide polyamory into the conversation.
The animated window. Like as.
Yeah, he said, Shinzo Abe, I'm taking up the mantle. This manga will up the birth rate.
Rentaro will do it all himself.
Yeah, really. We're Genghis
That's
Khan
the
up in here.
direction we're going. Yeah.
I love it. But
How
yeah.
much? I want to know how much of, like, we can assumedly calculate this. How much of Japan will be related to Rentaro if
Yeah, like
assumedly
in
they
X
all-
amount
It's
of generations.
exponential growth, right? He has
Yeah.
100
Yeah.
girls. Each girl has an average of, and there'll be a handful that don't have any, obviously. But let's say each girl has an average of 2 or 3 kids. So that's like what, like 300 kids,
Yeah.
generation 1, and then like blink one time, those 300 kids all have 3 more kids, and
Right,
then it's
already-
like so like here, hold on, just 3.
The
What would that
Rentaro
be?
family will become Japan.
Yes.
Japan's population problem have finally ended.
300 times.
I,
But now
they could
they're-
establish their own country, to be honest. Like, I
now-
could see that. Sorry, Raz, go ahead.
Yeah, they say the population problem's been solved, but now they have to run into like the genetic bottleneck issue where like they all have the same like male DNA. it's too like there's too much inbreeding. But not even
Kusari will have a drug that like deletes that as a
true.
problem.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Or they'll have the geneticist girlfriend like girlfriend like 79. Like,
No,
I'll
I mean,
take care of that for
literally,
you.
by the time Rentaro is a grandpa, he will actually have thousands of grandchildren. Like, no exaggeration. He
No,
will.
yeah, definitely.
That's
like
so
everyone will
exciting.
be related in some way to a Rentaro family, like even just because you know someone from that family.
I do love the idea of them having, like, for family, like, when Rentro's, like, 75, for, like, family get-togethers, they have to rent out a football stadium.
Right.
Oh, that's
No,
awesome.
they'll probably just own one at that point.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
No, they're gonna own, like, literally half of Japan. Like 2 of the islands will just be theirs. All that to say, I'm not no shitting on. I'm not trying to shit on you, Minstrel.
Yeah,
I
it
think
did-
we have a fundamental disagreement on how we look at these characters. That's on me. You know, you can look at me and be like fucking wokey little scum. Not, and then we'll just
Yeah,
move on.
radical left loony lunatic, whatever.
Yeah.
And for the final bit of this essay, that I really think Minstrel just need to add more of these points, like explaining how how some aspects of her character shows how thick-skinned she is. Like, she
Yeah.
doesn't care what others think of her, so long as she can show off her beauty. And she knows, and I feel like she's someone who would know how to handle criticism at times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really wish Minstrel just brought aspects of that up. But that being said, the points I found in this essay did help me to see the positive side of Mimimi as a character. But as an essay, I feel like it just needs slimming down a lot. Like, pick out the best parts, explain the impact it's had on Minstrel and how it makes Mimimi the character who she is on both the surface and below.
All right. Yeah, I
Alright.
agree.
I mean,
You
sounds
know.
fair. Fair
I mean,
criticisms.
if we ever were able to, it would be the greatest achievement in my life if we could force character development onto Minstrel. It's like, Minstrel, I want a paper from you about. Can you give me 100 things about Minstrel that have nothing to do with her physical appearance? Go. I want.
You said minstrel for this. For a second, so for a second, I thought you were gonna say something like, "Can you give me 100 things about yourself that have nothing to do with me?" It's like,
Oh
See, we're going
shit!
with that
Sorry.
boxing
Yeah.
angle still again.
100 things you like about 100 girlfriends that have nothing to do with Mimimi, and then 100 things that you love about Mimimi that had nothing to do with her physical appearance. Write me those, friend, and you will become an expert.
Yeah. And with the next one, again, it's a fail in my eyes, but for the same points as the top one, like, just these touching upon, and it will be pass worthy in the future. And this one was structured better than the first one.
Is this also a Minstrel?
It's Minstrel one. It's a Mimimi one. It's focused primarily on her intro chapter, and it's very clearly showed that because it doesn't dive into the potential theories about later on in the series and how her presence can impact the others. And he does bring up, like, oh, Mimimi offering to pay for everything for rental, but it doesn't really explain very well why this aspect of her makes her stand out from the others. And the thing that really caught my eye about this one was, like, a bit off-put about it. I was more mean initially about this, but I was like, okay, maybe I should just tone it down a bit. But it's
I'm just
still a
reading
little
it.
bit
This
cringy.
is
Just
reminding
read
me a
that.
bit
Just
more.
read that.
This is reminding me a bit more of the things I've seen from him on Reddit.
I definitely appreciate the.
I'm
The
ready
use
to
of
pass out. I'm ready to pass out about 30 times from her cuteness. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Red.
Oh, I was just continuing. Yeah. Her silly little face looking at a glass of chocolate-filled Rentaro is also very adorable. She's trying to control anything that might hurt her purity. He's really into the purity element. It's hard for me to. I just don't relate to. I don't see that. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. But the thing, like, the first point about this that I really was like, okay, this seems a bit too forced. He's really trying to put himself as a character in the series somewhat, because literally he says, I could feel my nose bleeding in huge volumes. It was something. Her gait is just incredibly elegant. And after a shot of her sweet mouth and her sharp, charming, cute nose, I just want to kiss her on those beautiful. I was like, okay, calm down.
We'll get a little too horny, perhaps.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, he's allowed to be horny, but she has to be pure. Fucking typical.
Damn, typical male.
And with this one, what could have improved it for me is if Minstrel just explained in more detail why Mimimi's inclusion in the series helped them in the same way that it would have, in the same way Rentaro helped Scooter, or how they can relate to Mimimi as a character. But I do give Minstrel points for that, bringing up Mimi's aspect of her working hard to maintain her beauty. Like, she's not some, like, I'm not gonna work for this or anything. No, she literally goes out of her way to make her own money so that she can keep up her appearance. So it was nice to hear that, but I would say that's pretty much a surface level point, because that would be me saying it was nice to see Kusari be self-aware about how the Chem Club members left because of her.
Well, and that's fine, I think, to make as a point, as long as that's not like your end all be all point. Like, that's a good, like, introductory point, and then you dive deeper from there.
I did point this point out because it is a very strong point that Minstrel made about why why he can see why Mimi could be seen as a good character because of her being afraid that Rental would reject her. And saying you can feel it in Mimi's obviously talking about like the anime at this point, like that she could cry at any moment, but she's still holding on and trying to stay strong.
My soul would fly to heaven if I saw this miracle in person. I gotta say,
I can give him. You know, he knows how to use his words. Like he's talking like a love struck like Civil War soldier speaking on their love
And
back
this is
home.
very impressive also because English is not his first language.
If it was me, I think like listen, I clearly disagree with him on a lot of like analytical elements or like where he's coming from with the series. I think I don't know if that's like a personal difference or a cultural difference, but like I can't deny that the passion is there. And one of my big criteria was like, you gotta feel like he loves the character beyond a normal person who would read it. And I mean, like, I'll give him that.
That's true. Yeah.
You know, so like, I would be willing to pass him, but I mean, Luke was the judge for it. So I just want to put that out there. Like, I want you to know that I'm fair. Just because I disagree with the way that he like interprets her character, I would probably pass him just because of the sheer fucking. This is a lot better than that first one you showed. You know. So that's just me though. But you know, like, we could always resubmit if he's still around. I don't even know if he's still around on the Discord.
Yeah, and I would be willing to have it be a resubmit. I feel like there just needs to be a few more points about Mimi's inner character rather than it's more of a case of like, yeah, we can see these aspects of the character, but you don't really dive into why this makes Mimi your favorite character, and it really just come across for me personally like they treat Mimi as a real person, and that's a little bit too cringy for me. I feel like
understandable.
What he really needs to be is like, okay, I need to get out of my obsession of Mimi, settle down, like, why do I like this character? What points can I make about her?
What I was gonna say, it just kind of comes off as like a goon essay to me.
Yeah,
because every sentence is like, and if I saw this, I would be ascending to heaven, meeting God, and then fucking saying, "Fuck you, God! I'm going back down to her."
Yeah. So that's why I didn't pass it, because it was more of a case of like, oh, you're not really showing like why Mimi's unique, why she's your favorite character, what makes her stand out from the others. You're just showing mainly surface level aspects that, yeah, I know I can see these, but why does it affect you in the way that it does compared to like Nano or like Shizuka? Like, what makes Mimi unique to you?
I'll say this.
Yeah, like does.
No, go ahead, Rouse. Go ahead.
Yeah, he does have that kind of energy where like a person who, like, they can only compliment their partner in like these very like extreme. You're always like, yeah, you're perfect. Everything about you is perfect, and the partner's like, okay, but like, what specifically about me do you love? And like, I love everything about you. There's nothing I don't love about you. And you're like, I mean, I appreciate.
Say the line, Syndrome.
Yeah, but when you can demonstrate some deeper understanding of like the unique sort of things about the person you would only notice by being around them, that shows that the feelings are more than just surface level, because a lot of these things, they do feel like the sort of things that are just what you would see looking at Mimi. I mean, I didn't read it, but I don't nothing I saw here felt very
deep.
Digging into the like I can feel the passion.
Yes,
I definitely cannot discount that. But
that's what I was gonna say. I think he passes on the passion element, right? No more to prove on passion. All I need now, I think, is if you could write me kind of like an analysis of her character. And just like how it could be anything, right? Like you saw throughout the stream. Since you're so into the physical appearance of Mimi, how about you give us an essay on her fashion, on every fit she's ever had? That would, give us something like that. Easy pass.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
also as well, how her relationship with Nano has changed throughout the series
Yeah.
from when we first see them to now, and how
yeah, good point.
how when we got like the Nano forget chapters, like how much of a pain it must have been to go through, like, oh my god, Mimimi's back to being like a bitch who hates Nano, essentially.
Hmm. Or even her relationship with Meme, that's a big. I mean, was that touched on in either of the essays? Or
No.
Mhm.
Hmm.
That's a big. I mean, it's a big thing. I mean, that's part one of the longest love conga lines in the story.
Well, don't you
Yeah.
know relationships are impure, so she can't
true.
have any.
The main issue that Minstrel had that I found is that it's only just about Mimimi. It's hardly
he's
about
having him up on a
characters.
pedestal. Basically, like he feels like he's put her up on a pedestal, and like
Yeah.
it's kind of like that's not love
I
kind
can't
of thing.
think
but
of
I
a
don't know.
good. Oh, dude! Shout out to that Sosuke Aizen quote. Admiration is the furthest thing from
yeah.
understanding.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. If you talk to Mimi, she'd be like, "Well, I appreciate it, but I definitely want to have sex one day. I'm not like a fucking,
Yes.
I'm not like a nun, you know." But I
Yeah,
can't
well,
think of-
Richmond brought up something that we're forgetting. He's not a fan of the gay, with Meme or Nano. So
I'm
it's
definitely
probably
not
part of why.
forgetting that, Richmond. I'm just trying to like have a line for how much I shit on the guy. Just
Benefit
like
of the doubt a little
yeah,
bit.
like a
Yeah.
slight line. Yeah, but obviously, yeah, no, yeah. There's a reason he's not on the server anymore. We didn't ban him. He just kind of like left after we argued, right? But he's he's kind of like on the line. I'm willing to chill with the guy if he's chill. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? And I had a good time. Again, something I do love about him is the passion. The passion is fun. I enjoyed, you know what I mean? Like every time there was a Mimi moment, he would come out and almost like Sanji to like Nami and be like, "Oh, your radiance!" It was kind of fun from time to time.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's always welcome as long as he, follows the rules of the server. But I was gonna.
and doesn't insult anyone because Mimimi's
Yes.
not their favorite.
yeah, that would be following the rules of the server.
Yep.
But yes, I was gonna say here. I don't know if there's like a term for this or if there's a good example, but like like those people that will like watch a show, they hate the show, but they love one character, so they'll like watch it for that
Yeah.
character. It's him with me.
I don't. I'll never understand that. I mean, to each their own. It's just like, what?
Yeah, I don't either. Well, the fact that
sounds
he
painful.
hates,
especially for a story like this, where like
Yeah.
you might
Yes,
you have to
that's
wait
it.
a bit for your favorite character to show up.
Yeah.
Well, I think
This would be-
the
go ahead.
impurity thing is what I don't like. Every girl is so fucking horny, with the exception of like 3. So like, it's hard to imagine. Like I don't know. He must be like anytime there's any chapter where there's horniness, is he over there like? I don't understand. You know that another meme that I love so much is fucking reading Mein Kampf and shaking my head every page to indicate that I disagree with it. This is him reading every chapter, just like, goddamn fucking degenerates. I don't know, man.
This what you've just said then about him just watching one of your girlfriends just for Mimimi. This would be like if I was just like, oh, I watched Dr. Stone just for Suika,
Yeah,
and
dude.
nobody else.
Every chapter
I'm
with
like,
no melon child is fucking bullshit.
And I'm like, no, I watched and read Dr. Stone because it's a great story. I love most of the characters. There's only about 2 that I'm like, yeah, that I could do without. And the science is really good in that series.
Yeah, and I don't want to put words into his mouth. Like he did. He
Yeah.
hasn't said that. I'm just getting that vibe, right? But yeah. So that's. I mean, look at us, bro. Is that a fucking under 4-hour stream?
Crazy.
Look,
Impossible.
let's fucking go, everybody. Applause in the chat for me. And everyone.
Yeah, you've grown so much.
No, I mean, well, I had to hold back, all the yapping. Thank you guys so much. This was really fun. Potato is not in here, but I assume he will, whenever he's free, I'm assuming he will give everyone the roles that you rightfully deserve. Once you have those roles, you will see there is a, and this has been set up for months now, there's a voice chat under the normal voice chats. Let me actually see what it's called again here.
Yeah, board of experts.
Board of
correct?
experts. You will see that open up to you. Here, I can actually just show it on stream here. So if you are an expert, once Potato gifts you that role, you're going to see Board of Experts. Once you have that, you can go in there. Think of it as like a VIP club. You know, we love everyone, obviously, but you know, it's like a Patreon role, except we're not making you pay us.
Right.
Yeah,
You paid by putting paper.
time and effort. You paid with intellect. You fucking we met under the fucking, you know, like the philosophers that like met under like the fucking tree and like just like discussed like the fucking planets and you're
the deepest philosophical stuff of all. Our favorite characters from our favorite manga. I'm sure the Greeks were talking about it when they got back from their plays. They're like that crazy Parmenides, like just and you're like Socrates was like, that's my favorite character.
Tell me, who was the hottest girl in that play?
Yeah, right. It's like I would like. He's like I know they went to war for Troy, for hell of Troy, but like I can't imagine doing that. It's so stupid. The story makes no sense. Like why would
truly
he clearly didn't think about the logistics of this.
Yeah. Like there's plenty of fish in the sea, dude. Like
they really snuck in on a horse. I don't believe it.
So you will see the Board of Experts open up to you when Potato gives you your role, and I'll ask him when he's planning on doing that, but no hurry,
sure.
really. I'll get on him, fucking stop slacking. But anyway, he'll give you that role. You'll be able to hop into Board of Experts anytime you want, but really this will also be, anytime we're doing a stock stream, and if we deem it and we say, you know what, this was a good month for Tama, bring in the Tama experts, and then I assume we'll have they're all roll, so we'll be able to like at the Tama experts, and whoever's available at the time can hop in. So that will be that going forward. So look forward to that, y'all. Proud of you all. This was really fun. And on like a deeper. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good.
Oh, okay. On a deeper, like more, I don't know, like sucking ourselves off level. I really, really just love what we're doing with this community here, because like I know it, most people are like, oh, you're overthinking it when I say this stuff, probably, but hopefully not, because you're my audience, so I feel like I've like molded you to like what I do. Here's hoping. It feels very like we're in a world, at least America, I can't speak for like the broader globe, but in America it feels very much like we're as rapidly entering a world that like scoffs at intellectualism, scoffs at like the idea of like thinking about things deeply, right?
And
like
empathy and whatnot, stuff like that.
Very much like
the sin of empathy.
Yeah, real quote, by the way, real quote. Who said that again?
Honestly, a lot.
A lot of them. I know Kirk was against empathy. I think did JD Vance say something about that too? Either way, but yeah, like we are ruled by people who look at a painting, and when you ask them what does the apple represent, they're like, it's just an apple. Shut the fuck up, loser. Whereas really, there's probably some deep meaning to that, because that's what art is, man. So like,
even if there's no deep meaning, like this, just the artistry behind putting together.
Yeah,
a thing that looks recognizable like an apple. That's a word that can be analyzed on its own, even if there's no, like subtext behind it. But anyway,
listen, all that to say, right? I grew up loving game theory, right? And I know people have mixed opinions on game theory, but like one of the reasons I loved game theory so much was because it was all about over-analyzing something that really, I guess doesn't need to be overanalyzed, but to me, that's the greatest form of love of an art form. If you love a piece of art, that is the greatest love letter to it, which is just analyzing it to death. And I'm just very happy that we can push for that here on this channel. We're motivating people to like think deeper about this series they like. We're to like write in an era that like scoffs at the idea of like writing. What do you mean you're writing? Just get ChatGPT to do it for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just so happy that I genuinely feel like we're a bastion of like, I don't know, cool shit in an era that has like said fuck cool shit. So like, thank you guys so much for participating in that. Thank you for reminding me that there are so many cool people out there that aren't in my direct circle, but they are out there just out of reach. I love you all so much. Final thoughts from everybody else?
I mean,
my final thoughts are just like, this was fun to come in, even though I came in later than I wanted because of work.
Work.
But
that was British as fuck. I really like that. Do you remember the fucking like?
That's like the first time you've ever complimented me about my
That
choice.
that was good. You know why? Because it reminded me of the I don't know what movie it is, but it's like the please sir, can I have some more?
Yeah.
More? You want
Yep,
more?
More.
Yeah, that's good. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. But yeah, what I was gonna say quickly is that this was a lot of fun. This was a lot of fun to do. A lot of fun reading the essays. Congratulations, Minstrel, for convincing me that Mimi's not as bad as I initially thought she was. But also as well, just the community. Red, you're not oversaying it. Like, no one can fault you for just how well you've set up this community. And if it wasn't for you setting up this community, I wouldn't have gone into some of the series that Richmond has actually got me into. I would have never met Richmond, never gone into, like, say, Iruma-kun as much as I have done, and loved that journey, and never gotten, like, say, someone like Sangi to actually try Dr. Stone. So what you've done is just so incredible for everyone here.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
I mean, I speak better in my daily life because I can, like, talk about. I've learned things about myself having, this opportunity to gush about things, to people. Because I mean, in my previous life, in life before, 100
been reborn.
Yeah.
Pre 100 girlfriends, Rios, and post 100 girlfriends.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Like, I didn't realize that I could really gush about things because I'd never had the opportunity to talk about things I was interested in. But I've learned, actually, I just need I can yap. I just need
the right
the right
group.
Yeah, the right environment, opportunities, or things, and it's definitely helped me be more willing to do that in everyday life.
And
more
isn't it like
comfortable?
Oh, sorry, finish. Sorry. I just wanted to add to
Yeah,
your
you're more comfortable with the idea that people are actually interested in what I have to say. I don't have to go through the trouble of making some big, like, well-written, well-reasoned essay just to earn people's attention.
That was literally what I was gonna say. It's so encouraging for our self-esteems to know that, like, I mean, it helps. I know it helps me do this, and I damn well know it helps Rios do this in his everyday life. But when every time we talk, we get 800 to 1,000 people tuning in just to hear what we say. I'm talking about our video views, not our stream views. But like, when every time we talk, that many people are interested.
I mean, they do show up afterwards.
That's true. Yeah. It makes us want to talk more in real life. You know what I mean? Like, I had a period where I was, like, super quiet because I just assumed, and that was around the period I wrote that fanfic I was telling you about, where I just, like, I overthought everything I said because I assumed no one cared, right? So it's huge for the mental health, the motivation to, like, go out and, like, live life and talk to people and meet new people. It's I mean, this community has been the biggest symbiotic relationship. We're the big old whale, and you guys are the little fucking things on the whale. We're
Barnacles?
protecting. Yeah, no, not barnacles.
The cleaner fish, the cleaner
no,
bass.
that's what I was thinking of. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like,
No, you guys are great. It means a lot to me, and like I said, man, like, it's a lot. One of the pieces of advice I always get from the political streamers I watch when I'm watching all these horrible things happen in America, one of the things they always say is, you need to do something, no matter how small it is. Your mind is not gonna like watching things collapse with doing no action to try to help it. If you're at least doing an action, you feel like you're kind of wrangling something. You know what I mean? Like you're trying to affect your surroundings. Your brain isn't programmed to just, like, watch bad news and react to it, or not even react to it. That's how apathy starts, right? So, like, I'm just really happy that I feel like I'm affecting the world in, like, a slightly tiny little way with these fun little 100 girlfriends streams, and I'm so it's the perfect. I couldn't ask for a better way to do it, with the framing device of a super fun manga, and you take that and you fucking twist it to, like, hey, by the way, have good morals, be nice to people, and don't be anti-intellectual. It's great. I love it, and that's how you get people, by the way, too. If I was out here just doing streams about don't be anti-intellectual, no one would fucking watch. But you draw them in with the 100 girlfriends, and then you say, now that you're here, Would you like a rant on morality?
You want a
You
free
know,
sample?
yeah, like, what would Rentaro do? You know, would he seize the means of production, or would he become would he straight out, you know, like his girlfriends for wealth and capitalist status? Like, you know, it's easy answer. You know?
Oh man. But yeah, I'm just super happy that we're able to affect the world in this tiny little way, and it feels really cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did want to say before we go out, you know, obviously echoing everything you guys just talked about. Love the community, love the people, just everything we've got going on here. It's great. And then also, if you didn't pass today, don't feel discouraged about it.
Literally.
In fact, be more encouraged, because we read through your thing. We like what you have to say, but we just need a little bit more. Just a little bit more thrown
We
in there.
wanna-
a little bit
we
more
wanna
effort,
hear
a little
more.
bit more
Mhm.
passion. And, you know, obviously anybody who didn't get to write an essay or submit anything, there's always next time, you know?
Absolutely. That includes me, man. I'm cooking up an Uto one. I'm just nervous. Even I get nervous.
A little nervous.
But I have to remember that you guys are willing to proofread. I kept like looking at all these essays and it said proofread by, and I'm like, oh yeah, I can have them proofread it. All right.
Yeah, and I also just wanted to say on my behalf, thank you to all the people who submitted their essays. It was legit a joy to read every single one that I got to. Like whether I proofread them or read them for analysis, it was a real joy.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for being here. You guys are an amazing team of mods. I mean,
definitely, yeah.
Dude,
Thank you.
I could not have imagined that we would have I've been doing YouTube for 10 years, on and off with stupid little projects here and there. You can find fat, nasty, disgusting red from like 2016 sitting at it. Oh, it's real. Have I shown you that, Bawa?
You've shown me some, yeah.
Me in my fucking Big Boy shirt, because I just got off of work working at Big Boy. Probably ate like 2 platters of mozzarella sticks on the way over. Fucking, you know, and I'm sitting there with my fucking like Marie from Splatoon amiibo, and we're talking about our top 10 waifus and shit. You know, we've been doing YouTube for a long time, and you know, it's just, I mean, it's a real never give up mentality,
Yep.
you know, and I always. A lot of my other YouTubers that I watch would always be, oh, what's your advice for getting good on YouTube? And like, they would always say the same thing: make what you have true passion for, keep making it, and the people that are interested in that will show up, right? And it's like,
Yeah.
I couldn't have. And one piece of advice I'd add on top of that: if you can find something that that isn't oversaturated, it's huge. Like, because the fact that like barely anyone else made content on this series regularly, there's like a market, right? And then everyone, you know, because I knew in my head, I was like, damn, dude, this series is great. I wish there was someone that talked about it weekly. You know what I mean? Like, think
And
about
now it's real.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like, what's another series I just recently got into, and I see people doing the emojis for it on the Discord, but I don't remember what it's called. But one of my buddies got me into a series about like a werewolf girl. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Let me find it.
No.
Hold on.
Any more details?
Very cute werewolf girl. She's got big ass Kingdom Hearts feet because her feet are like wolf feet. Sumiki Ogami's Not So Ordinary Life.
Yeah, okay, that does sound familiar.
Either way,
I haven't heard of it. Either way.
it's super cute, but it's I imagine under the radar. Like my guess would be, I haven't looked. My guess would be that would be a series that no one's reviewing weekly, right? So that's a great example of like, you want to get yourself an easy like 100 views a week, get into that, and be the one guy that reviews it weekly and do it well, you know. And
Yes.
that's really, anyway. I'm yapping now. I'm in the yap zone. I appreciate you guys. Any final thoughts?
No.
All
Nope.
right. Well,
Yep.
thank you guys so much. We will see you on the next stock stream, which we'll have to figure out when. At some point, I want to get to doing those. Basically, what are we thinking?
Yeah,
like
monthly.
Last, like basically end of the month,
Yep,
or end of the month's probably the
Probably that
better
makes
way
sense. Yeah.
to- Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
we gotta fit in the retrospectives though, because I mean I'm sure people are waiting. It's been almost half a year since
True.
we did the last retrospective, but
I mean, we could always, you know, there's no huge. We could always just do like, if we ever need to skip around, we could have like a stocks
Oh, yeah.
video that's for like September and October, and then we talk about 8 chapters.
Mhm.
You know, it's not a huge deal. Or we could do 2 streams a month if that's something you're feeling up to. But I know our streams are very long. It just like deletes an
Yeah.
entire weekend day. So,
I mean I'm pretty much always free.
oh, cool.
Oh, yeah.
What were you saying about?
Oh,
Tuesday just popped in.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
telling
we're
us
just
the
about to
next
end,
chapter's coming up in
Tuesday.
a bit.
Ah, Tuesday.
Oh, good to see you though. Yeah.
Well, the good news is
Joe,
you can like
chapter-
the stream and watch it all back.
And guess
Yeah.
the better news is the chapter's about to drop, y'all.
Oh shit!
So we just kept you fucking busy and wet your whistle a little bit until the chapter comes out. Rios, I assume we're probably a little tired from this. Do you want to plan to review tomorrow?
Definitely. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So
I, mean, I
we-
cannot imagine.
Yeah,
I cannot
I
imagine
can't either.
having diabetes. Even if I, because it's probably not gonna be literally because it's 3 right. It's about to be 4 right now, so we could do it later on. But I mean, I think after a stream, it's a 4-hour stream. I think I
Yeah.
need to let my energy levels.
There's only so far
recuperate.
this blueberry Red Bull can take me.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you,
Your
Tuesday.
peasant meal.
It's just streamer meal. Like, because I have to be so I've talked about this before. I have weird reactions to food. Like, I can't fucking figure it out for the life of me, but there are certain things that I'm, like, sensitive to. So if I eat the wrong thing, it's over, bro. I'm gonna be over here talking like I had a lobotomy. Like, I'll be like, where am I? It's awful. I really do gotta save up money and just see a nutritionalist and be like, can you just, like, give me, like, a fucking, like write it down, like, what exactly I need to eat so I don't feel like shit, and I'll just do that. That's a future goal. So thank you, everyone. We really did fucking manage to do a stream under 4 hours. It's a momentous day for us, truly.
Yeah. It was literally like 15 minutes under the 4-hour mark. So
Behind the bell.
We did.
yeah.
We did it, Joe. We did it. Okay. Well,
All right.
and you know what? Good timing. Allie's just popping out of her room. Allie, I'm just about to end the stream, but I figured, if you wanted to say goodbye or anything, what's on your mind?
Yeah. Put a little on the spot, but yeah.
Guys, all right, quick. Someone come up with one question for Allie, and then I'll end the stream. Just one.
Now I'm on spot.
Come on, guys.
Now we're all like,
This
whoa.
is a rare Allie opportunity.
Hockery.
Oh,
Who is your least favorite girlfriend?
wait. What was the? I'm sorry. What was the other question? I'll ask her both.
Just thoughts on Hockery, the Hockery essay that she's planning on doing.
Oh, okay, Allie. Thoughts on? I teased your Hockery essay, or was it more of a Hakari? It's a Hakari, not a Hahari, right? Even
Yeah,
though
it's
both are
Hakari.
involved. So thoughts on it? Tease it.
No,
Yeah.
I just.
She's so nervous. It's only, I only got 18 viewers, girl. It's not like you're talking about.
I mean, it's basically just going on how, like, the trauma of her mother got passed down to her and how that, like, affects her and how she, like, interacts with her world. So that's kind of what the PowerPoint's about. And that's a concern I had. Was like, I was worried that it would be too mom-focused, so it ended up being, like, a Hahari essay instead of a Hakari.
Well, it can be both. We read one today that was
Both are good.
Yeah, we read one today that was like literally, it was a Sue one, but they focused just as much on Rentaro and like his love language in that. So I awarded them with both the Rentaro expert and the Sue expert role.
Okay.
So you could
Yeah,
you
you could be like a
you could be the
Hanazono.
number one hater. You could be Hahari expert from the perspective of hating her.
Yeah.
You're like the detective that worked on her Epstein case.
Yeah. I released
Oh
the
my god.
files.
She said I released the files, and then the other question was, and I think we might know this. So far, least favorite girlfriend.
That I've read.
Yeah. So you're up to.
I just got to Uto.
Yeah.
I really don't like Natty.
It makes me sad. Yeah, that's probably the most controversial one because I love Natty. She's shaking her head right now. I was like, wait, you need to see her get drunk, and then you'll understand.
Then you'll understand.
All right, y'all. Thanks for. I'm glad we got to get an Alley appearance. I just looked out at the chat. The woman.
The women.
Oh God. All right. Well, I love you all. I'm gonna end the fucking stream now. Be prepared for that Tuesday chapter drop. Our review will drop tomorrow when I get home from work, refreshed and ready to go. I'm very excited to see some just intense lesbianism from my favorite pairing, Karane and Hakari. And I really hope that they take that one further step. You know what I mean? Like, I think they need to advance to the next base in their relationship, if you know what I'm saying. So I'm hoping for, like, some under-the-clothes touching. I don't know if we've gotten to that level yet. But that's what I'm hoping for. From them.
That's basically what happened in the aftermath of the Hahari chapter, where they were like sleeping. They were asleep when they did it, so I guess
true.
it maybe doesn't count.
I want like fully aware of it, intentional, made the choice to do it, under the clothes, touching, from Karine to Hikari.
Put on the wish list.
That's on the wish list. Santa Claus, I've been a good boy. All right.
Knock a clause.
Did we just get money like right before it? Oh no, never mind. I thought I
no.
saw a new money drop. I was like, what the fuck? All right, y'all. Thank you for being here. Those bitches gay. Good for them. We must continue the agenda. You guys really are my children. I've passed along the message well, and I appreciate that. All right. Peace out, everybody. Ending
Toodaloo.
stream. Oh, hit him with the toodaloo. All right. Very good. Looks like that potato paycheck will be $34. That's pretty good.